each game for the Magic Live pre- and post-game shows. Catch the Magic all season long on Bally Sports Florida, the Bally Sports app, and Bally Sports Plus.
Can health insurance be a doorway to a healthier life? To yoga classes? To nutrition classes? To nurses you don't need an appointment to see? Or even community specialists who give you access to helpful resources? It can. Our Florida Blue Centers offer all that and a whole lot more.
Pretty free and pressure-free basketball. This is a different chapter of the Lakers season, and I imagine you'll see the team play pretty free and pressure-free basketball once they get everybody in lineup. Tonight could be a tough one. The Milwaukee Bucks are very good, and the Lakers only have 9 available players.
Yeah, LeBron did not show up to Crypto.com Arena the other night as a guy who was not intent on breaking the scoring record. As for the new acquisitions, Dave McMenamin, ESPN Laker reporter, joining us. D'Angelo Russell, Mo Bamba, Jared Vanderbilt. How do these guys? What's the expectation for how they're going to fit?
You know, he thinks that they found things that they needed, which was defense, switchable defenders, and shooting and depth. Add those components to a team that already has LeBron James and Anthony Davis, when they're healthy and playing at a high level, there's a ton of promise for this team moving forward. Now, the challenge is that Darvin Ham's going to have to find a way to integrate 5 new pieces with very little practice time, with a mandate to win, because the Lakers are 5 games under 500. And while that there's only like a handful of games out of the 6th seed, the teams above them, some of them got better as well. And so there will be a grace period, I think, to get everything figured out. But they got to do it rather quickly, because if they keep kicking away games, all those moves will be for naught.
Dave McMenamin joining us. How do the Lakers get Anthony Davis going?
quite frankly, just do what they've been doing most of the year with them. Now, it was a off night for him, a weird energy night for him on Tuesday. Darvin Ham said he wouldn't address what was going on with Anthony Davis other than to say whatever you have read about it is inaccurate. I myself have not written about it, so I don't even know what he's referring to in terms of the reports. But Anthony Davis did a lot of work to try to come back from that right foot injury, or left foot injury, I should say, in those 5.5 weeks. And he's shown a similar spark that he had prior to the injury. It's just going to have to be more consistent. And I think tonight's a big night for him with LeBron James resting, or him to kind of reassert himself, saying, hey, get in line behind me, guys. I got this.
Yeah, it's a night where Anthony Davis can really assert himself and carry the Lakers and the Bucks. Tip coming up from Crypto.com Arena inside 20 minutes from now. Milwaukee riding an 8-game winning streak. Lakers 13th in the Western Conference. Dave, what was the reaction around those in the Laker organization? When the news hit overnight that Kevin Durant
ahead and knock this team out immediately. And then you flip to the other side. This is a huge opportunity that you would use the next man up moniker all the time. Well, obviously it's led by Anthony Davis. Rui Hachimura has a chance. Troy Brown. I mean, you have a lot of guys here who's getting an opportunity. Opportunity to play upset, because I think everybody in this building right now feels Lakers are undermanned, yes, and they don't have a chance, but anything can happen when you play the right way.
Says the man who played in 4 different decades for 22 seasons, Vince Carter. Let's give you the starting lineups for the 37-17 Milwaukee Bucks. Backcourt of Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen. Up front it'll be Pat Connaughton and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the third leading scorer and the number 1 rebounder in the league, 32 and 12. And in the middle, Brook Lopez for the Lakers. No Pat Bev. He's been dealt to Orlando. So they're going to start Dennis Schroeder and Max Christie, the rookie from Michigan State. Rui Hachimura. Troy Brown will get the start in place of LeBron. And Anthony Davis is in the middle. Davis and Lopez jump center. Brook wasn't ready. They threw the ball up, and it was easily won by the Lakers. James Williams, Carl Lane, Matt Myers. listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio. Keeps his dribble. Keeps his dribble. Now will pass to the right side to Allen. Behind the screen, launches for three and connects. Grayson Allen gives Milwaukee the lead.
That is a big no-no when you're talking about a lights-out shooter. You cannot go under the screen and give him that type of look.
Grayson Allen, 40% from three. His first points tonight. Milwaukee 8, Lakers 6. Schroeder from the left behind the AD screen. Jump pass to Davis. Free throw line jumper's good, and AD's got all 8 for the Lakers.
That's how it has to be. It is what it is. He's setting the tone on how they're going to play. And then now, once double teams then starts drawing, all the attention, now you make plays for your other guys.
Tied at 8. Giannis getting through traffic, got to the restricted area, and those arms are long enough to slam from there.
Kessie, we call that bobbing and weaving. He just bobbing through traffic to get to where he needs to get to.
Giannis has 4. Bucks lead by 2, 10-8. Under 8 minutes to go, opening quarter in L.A. Schroeder steps down, puts up a 10-footer, and knocks it home. The first non-AD points for the Lakers. Thought maybe he'd get them all tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's the next guy who you expect. You need Schroeder to have a big night as well and continue to be aggressive.
Giannis against the Lakers has Schroeder off the switch. Mismatch. Pass in the lane. Outside to Lopez. Deep behind the 3. Shoots and misses. High rebound. It's all Lakers. 2 of them contesting, and AD takes it away. Davis has 8 points, 3 boards. Gives to Schroeder on the arc. Goes to AD in the lane. Turns. He's double covered. Who's open? They knocked it away from him. Grayson Allen takes it. Up ahead to Giannis against Schroeder. Tried to Euro. Lost his balance. Put it at the rim. Missed. Hope Giannis is all right, as he'll go to the line for 2. And he looks okay as Grayson Allen will help him up to his feet. Dennis Schroeder picks up the first foul of the game. Giannis was trying to figure out the math, and when he took that long second Euro step and tried to plant it, it was a little longer than he anticipated. Lost his balance.
And poor Dennis Schroeder, he's in a situation where I'm trying to slow him down, but how? Let me just get in the way and hope he doesn't knock me in the first row.
It's been interesting tonight, see the early games in front of us. Mikal Bridges was already in Brooklyn in the big Kevin Durant deal. We could see D'Angelo Russell, the newest Laker, in his second tour with the Lakers. He's on the Laker bench right now in civilian clothes. So new faces, old places, and they hope to have all the new guys ready to go Saturday at Golden State.
And that just says a lot about these guys, that yes, they were traded. Unfortunate, sad, however, but yet they're excited to be their new destination. These guys are there immediately. Typically, you have a day or two to get there, pack, and all that, which is usually you're trying to put everything in perspective and like, okay, what do I need to take immediately? But like these guys are there the next day, so they're excited and ready to go.
Giannis hit the first, missed the second. Offensive rebound, Brook Lopez, who puts it up and in. 13-10, Milwaukee leading the Lakers.
We're so used to seeing Brook Lopez behind the arc there, but he's very capable of offensive rebound. He's so big, so strong. He knows how to use his body.
Anthony Davis, 8 points working as he faces up on Lopez. Puts it on the deck once, pulls from 20, off the rim, no, rebounded by Giannis.
I'd like to see AD not settle and be aggressive and get into Brook Lopez and make him guard him.
Giannis fires to Allen, left corner 3, no, and another rebound for Anthony Davis, his 4th. Up ahead to Schroeder, front court left. Crosses over on the Laker logo and now using an AD screen. Goes back down to the baseline left. He's open. He'll take the shot and he'll make it.
Great screen. It was a butt screen, old Tim Duncan style screen. But it was a great screen to leave Schroeder wide open because Brook Lopez does not want to come out on that paint if he doesn't have to.
Lakers within 1. Here's the give to Giannis. Accelerates to the rim and flushes. He is looking on tonight. Giannis against AD.
He made that look like a Nerf hoop.
It did, didn't it? 15-12 Milwaukee. Troy Brown Jr. ties the game with a 3 from the left. Brown Jr. came up with the Washington Wizards, shooting 32% from deep. And we'll have a timeout here by the Bucks after the Lakers tie the game at 15 with 5:58 to go. Here in our opening quarter from LA, you're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Sunday on ESPN Radio. Two of the NBA's best go head-to-head in Boston. John Morant and the Grizzlies face Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Coverage begins at 1:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. Presented by Indeed.
Hey, it's Greeny, and the countdown is now on in earnest. The Eagles and the Chiefs, #1 in their conferences all year long. Now they settle the issue, and we'll be the place to talk about it. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman.
Dennis in Delaware has something to say.
When Keyshawn has a little gray hair on the side of his head, he looks like Denzel.
He does not look like Denzel Washington. Stop, Dennis. Next caller. Yeah. Denzel Washington. Get the
America's caddy, Michael Collins, ESPN golf analyst.
Key was, man, you look like if Denzel and Larry Johnson's grandmama had a baby, man. I see Key, and I want to just go, let me tell you, I met Denzel earlier this summer, and when he came out, and he looked at me and he goes, my man, when you go with Stephen A. Smith, man, I like that. And I was just like, I turned into him. I went fanboy crazy. Yeah, so, hey, that's a compliment.
My man.
GJ and Max, followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. The Low Post Podcast with Zach Lowe.
Can the Warriors just play well? Why is it impossible for them to play well for more than 10 consecutive minutes? I don't get it. They just routinely give away 10-point leads or fall behind by 18 and can't make it all up. I can't remember being this flummoxed, Kevin, by an allegedly really good team 51 games into the season.
Check out the Low Post Podcast on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
What if I told you in Iran, women are banned from going to soccer games?
Mom, take the ball. I love you.
For 43 years, Iranian women have fought back.
Police
pushed us.
Troops.
This is their story.
The joy was forbidden. What is the meaning of that? That is how they control you.
I'm Shimol Yai. Listen to the new 30 for 30 podcast, Pink Card. Available now.
Kevin Richard with you inside our studios. Don't forget to log on to our Twitter account at NBA on ESPN Radio, at ESPN Radio, to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. Who's going to be getting in the zone for tonight's matchup? We're going to keep this one real simple. Giannis Antetokounmpo or Anthony Davis? In the Zone, brought to you by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. 15 up, 5:58 to go in the opening quarter. Back to Crypto.com Arena alongside Vince Carter. Here's Mark Testershire.
Yeah, Kev, I think it's going to be first to 50. Davis or Giannis? Who gets to that number first? This wasn't a very heavily defensed opening first half of the quarter. Only one foul, and AD and Giannis are your leading scorers.
It's giving me all-star game vibes, celebrity game early, and, second half, fourth quarter is where everybody tries to play hard type thing.
Yep. Wenyen Gabriel's going to check in for the Lakers. He's going to get a lot of Thomas Bryant minutes. Bryant was traded to Denver earlier today, and of course they'll have Mo Bamba coming in. I don't know if Mo Bamba can't play Saturday. He's still got to serve his 2-game suspension. Remember the Austin Rivers fight?
That's right.
So he's coming over to the Lakers. He got to wait a couple of games. So
technically, let me ask you that they play. The Magic play tonight, but he was traded before.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, gotta wait. All right, Bucks have it. Javon Carter is off the bench. So is Wesley Matthews, who receives a pass on the left down to Carter. He's played really well this year, the point guard from West Virginia. Send it up top to Grayson Allen. Late shot clock 3 is good. Grayson Allen, dead-eye shooter from on top.
And we saw this against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lakers go into a zone and still give up an open 3.
Lakers have given up a ton of points, over 130 in consecutive games, 18-15. Milwaukee. Grayson Allen has a couple of threes. Here's Schroeder, right of the circle jumper, straight through. Schroeder looking good early with 6. 6 points, 4 assists for the German point guard. Lakers within one. Giannis coming across the top to the left. He's going to rise from 20, miss the jump shot. Lonnie Walker has the rebound. Walker busting into the front court, left to right, finds Schroeder. Looking to get it to AD, gets it to him. He is guarded by the smaller Drew Holiday outside the mid-post right. 2 bounces, 3 bounces, fakes baseline, fades, missed it off the rim. Wenyen Gabriel had the offensive rebound and got fouled on his way back up.
Yeah, Lakers are playing too big, so yes, you're going to feature Anthony Davis in the post. Gabriel, get under the basket, eat up the glass, take advantage of the little guys that are trying to guard you.
Wenyen Gabriel, who played for 3 teams last year, including the Lakers, made the team this year on a non-guaranteed contract. Thomas Bryant, Vince, by all accounts, as Gabriel misses the first, he just wanted more playing time because he played great when AD was out injured.
Yeah, and I think he thought that they were going to play together a little bit. He earned those minutes where that would have been a nice piece. Anthony Davis now can play the 4 where he's comfortable, stretch the floor, shooting. And then you have somebody like Thomas Bryant who is very tough and has been a monster on the glass. So I'll
That's
tell you
going to be
what,
a good pickup for Denver,
yeah,
right?
so I was going to say, he leaves one situation where they're 13, then he kind of
he went from 13th to
first in like a couple hours.
Wow.
The good life.
2 misses by Wenyen Gabriel, but the loose ball Lakers keep poked all the way out to the perimeter. Anthony Davis has it. 4:40 to go in the first to Austin Reeves. Just into the game and a whistle before the shot. His jumper went in, but they'll wave it off as Chris Middleton into the game for the first time commits his first Bucks foul. It'll be side in for the Lakers. Second team foul against Milwaukee in the first. 18-17 Bucks. Brown gets it into Reeves, fires a pass to Walker. Walker looking 2-man game and then lost it out of bounds. He was looking for Davis, but he was covered and couldn't hang on, lost it over the end line.
Great hands by Javon Carter. He was beat on the play, gets his hand in there to knock the ball off of Lonnie Walker's knee.
Drew Holiday from the right side, dribbles back beyond the arc, thought about a shot, but Walker recovered nicely defensively. Now he takes Walker down the lane, now covered by Anthony Davis. Tough angle jumper, good. High arcing and fading over the end line. Wow, for Drew Holiday.
That is a version of the old days. We called it the giant killer.
I like it. Not a skyhook, but a giant killer in a different way.
Yeah.
20-17 Milwaukee. Walker got in the air, and just before he came down, his pass was tipped, so no travel. Out to Austin Reeves, who drills a triple.
Looking for Austin Reeves to have a special night as well. This is a guy who's very smart. Like Coach Cam told us two games ago, the heart and soul of this team. So,
and he just forced a turnover, did Austin Reeves. Here's Brown. Great escape dribble at half court to Davis. Didn't go to the rim. Somehow got it to Brown. Now back to Reeves, and they'll reset here. The Lakers looking a little sloppy there. Tied game at 20, 3.5 to go in the first. Reeves has an AD screen, runs through Holiday through him. He's open. He'll take the 15-footer, and he'll give the Lakers the lead.
On cue, a pick and roll with Reeves and Davis. That could be a thing tonight. Let's keep an eye on that.
Reeves was out a month with an injured hamstring. Second game back. Here's Middleton's floater. Yes, from 14 feet away. Little runner, actually, just inside the painted area. Chris Middleton, who missed a lot of this season with an injury, getting close to 100%. They say defensively, he's still trying to get back there with all his mobility. Here's Walker, stops on a dime at the elbow. Jumper's good. Lakers back in front by 2.
That is an elite move right there on an elite defender. Just a jab step to a snatch back to a fadeaway jump shot, and no one's there. Great move.
Both teams starting to shoot it well now in this segment. Here's Middleton, fires a pass to the left. Holiday drives, wraparound layup, missed it, couldn't get the English. Here's Reeves running right down the middle of the floor. Stops at the free throw line, fires it to Brown on the left, gets off a 3, in and out, and a loose ball foul against Milwaukee after that missed 3 with 2:33 to go here in this first quarter. And that'll bring us to the under 3-minute timeout. Javon Carter gets called for the foul. That'll be his first. And we'll take a break with the Lakers. No LeBron James tonight. Sent off Russell Westbrook. Sent away Patrick Beverley and Thomas Bryant. And they lead. The Bucks have won 8 straight, 24-22. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. The journey to the tourney takes us to Charlottesville, where 8th-ranked Virginia goes head-to-head with Duke. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
The Cowboys have committed themselves to winning only at a certain level for the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, and that's why I scratch my head when I look at the Sean Payton hire out in Denver. This guy clearly wanted to get back into coaching after a year hiatus. The Cowboys is a better job than the Denver Broncos are. If Jerry Jones was amenable to giving Sean Payton the final say over the roster, clearly that's an upgrade from where you're at right now.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. When breaking news hits,
breaking news, Tom Brady has announced,
I'm retiring for good.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max are all over it.
This dude is done. It's done now. It's time to move on.
KJM keeps you informed with the latest breaking news as it happens.
The Phoenix Suns are acquiring Kevin Durant.
KD will never have a home. Basketball is KD's home.
Yeah.
He is a hooper.
Yeah.
He is the ultimate mercenary.
Weekday mornings at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
Kevin Richard went to Insider Studios 2 nights ago. LeBron James set the NBA's all-time scoring record, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar even from afar. Mike Budenholzer was impressed.
There's no words to describe what he's done for our league, and to achieve that, record and to be the all-time leading scorer in the history of the league is kind of mind-boggling, and especially for a guy who I think is an incredible passer, facilitator, quarterback, point guard. He's an amazing player. I feel fortunate to watch him.
Mark Kestecher, Vince Carter, as you guys noted, LeBron James, though, not playing tonight. Lakers trying to hang tough against the Bucks. They have a 2-point lead. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that, like you said, Vince, at the start, that everyone's expecting the Bucks to win by like 50 tonight, and Anthony Davis setting the tone as we expected, but Schroeder's hit shots, Austin Reeves come off the bench to hit some shots, hanging tough with the Milwaukee Bucks in the first.
That's it. And Darvin Ham kind of, just listening to him talk, he set the tone. He told his guys they were coming out here to win and play hard. And, if you're the better team, but you play against a team that plays hard, that means they play like they have nothing to lose. And right now, they put AD and set the tone, and now you have your second unit come in and just mess the game up. Play hard. That's what we're saying.
Off the inbound, Lonnie Walker missed a shot. Was tipped in, though, by Wenyen Gabriel. On the other end, Milwaukee with a missed jumper. Lakers have a 4-point lead. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first. Schroeder at the top, dribbles free throw line. Little crab dribble and pass behind him to Hachimura for 3. Chased it, he knew he missed it. And as he tried to corral it, he banged it off his thigh and out of bounds to the Bucks.
Oh, the wily veteran. That is a heads-up move. Wesley Matthews knew he could not get the ball, so he knocks it off of Rui Hachimura. Now they have the ball.
Love it. Javon Carter will bring it up. He's got Wesley Matthews in the backcourt. Pass to Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez, and Marjan Beauchamp, the rookie, on the floor. Pass to Carter, left side 3, missed it. Volleyballed out by Milwaukee and Brooke Lopez out to Middleton. Feeds Lopez inside. Outside Beauchamp. Wide open 3 is good for the rookie.
This young man is fearless, and when he gets a chance to shoot it, you will see him shoot it.
He is from Seattle, Washington. Played at many high schools, including for Brandon Roy, the ex-NBAer. Here's Reeves feeling it. A triple that goes in and out and back in again.
Oh, that's a membership bounce.
3 for 3 for Austin Reeves, including 2 triples. He's got 8. And the Lakers lead by 4. Middleton's pass inside to Lopez. Offensive foul. They'll wave it off. Beauchamp tried to clear out Hachimura on that pass, and that's going to be an illegal screen.
Very fortunate because you left the very good three-point shooter wide open, Brooke Lopez.
Got some changes here. Pat Connaughton comes back on the floor for Milwaukee. Matthews will take a seat. Dennis Schroeder at the point will inbound in the backcourt. Wenyen Gabriel's on the floor, so is the red-hot Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Lonnie Walker. The latter two both standing in the right corner. Here's Reeves getting through traffic. Passes to Gabriel, explodes down the lane and wraps the layup around and in.
I love it. Zero hesitation by the young fella. He sees Giannis sitting there. He didn't care. Reverses, gets to the right hand on the other side of the rim for protection. Easy layup.
There's some athleticism there, Wenyen Gabriel. 6'9", slender. They list him at 205. Lakers 31. About right? 31-25, Lakers lead. The Bucks have won 8 in a row. Giannis at the elbow. He tries to explode, got bumped, put a shot at the rim that missed, and Giannis will head to the line.
The way Giannis hit him, 205 is about right.
Yeah. Well, Giannis used to, I don't know if he was ever 205, but you saw Giannis when he came into the league.
Yeah.
He was
narrow
guy. What did you take away from his rookie season? Did you get a sense that he could turn into what we've seen?
Super athletic, can run the floor like a deer, no pun intended. And you just don't know. You just see young guys at first, you're like, oh, okay. You see something there, but like I said, you never know. And wow.
A number 15 pick by the Bucks back in 2013, and now a 2-time MVP. His first free throw is no good. That's been his kryptonite over the years. With the Disney bundle, stream Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Terms apply. See DisneyBundle.com for details.
I have my bundle.
You got it?
Yes,
I got it too.
You talking about the best purchase ever?
I bought it, and some of us get it for free now starting this year. Sorry to tell you that. I love it. Giannis splashes the free throw. I can't one-up Vince Carter many times, folks, so I'm going to take my opportunity when I can. 31-26, Lakers in possession. Austin Reeves, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Drives to the dotted line, puts up a tough jumper, no good. Bojan has the rebound for Milwaukee.
The NBA has taken that move away. A la Trae Young trying to do the butt, just jumping back into players. They don't allow that anymore.
Beauchamp missing the corner three. Lakers rebound, accelerate front court. Walker's going to pull from three short. And the shot clock is off for the Bucks here with 15 seconds to go in the first, down 5. Chris Middleton will get a cross half court. Now a standing dribble. He sees the clock at 7. At 6, got to make his move. Now he's going to use a Giannis screen and roll. Pass to the corner, Beauchamp. It's blocked by Walker on the shot out of the corner. And that's how a very good first quarter ends for the undermanned Lakers.
Yeah, great defense. Lonnie Walker understanding where his guy is, playing possum. Baiting baiting them to making that play. Great hands.
Anthony Davis set the tone early with 8, and Austin Reeves off the bench with 8. Lakers 31, Bucks 26. We're through 1 in LA. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indy.
The Low Post Podcast with Zach Lowe.
My gut is, if you force me to bet yes or no on this question, I'm queasy, but I'm betting yes. I think they're going to trade OG Anunoby.
Check out the Low Post Podcast on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
There's nothing I love more than history in sports. There's nothing I love more than when the past and the present of sports come together. The night that Cal Ripken broke the Ironman streak. Of all the wonderful things about that night, my favorite was that Joe DiMaggio was there. And he made a speech in which he said, my old teammate Lou Gehrig would be proud of you. If that doesn't bring tears to your eyes, then you don't love this stuff enough. That's what makes this stuff great. That's more important than anything. And so last night, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who is a link to a time that has gone by and lives now only in books and in memory, but who played against Wilt Chamberlain and broke Wilt Chamberlain's record. Like, this ties us back to the origin of the game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not just figuratively, but literally passing the torch to LeBron James last night. That's what makes sports great.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
Patrick Mahomes Sr., August 2000, you're in San Diego and threw a first pitch fastball to Damian Jackson with the bases loaded.
Man, that was a crazy game. It was a funny situation because I was supposed to have the day off. I messed around and I think I ended up giving up 10 runs.
But see, the poor guy wasn't even supposed to pitch that day. That's on you.
I mean, I blame Hershiser on that one.
He hurt his back lifting his kids.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and on Sirius XM Channel 80. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
It's so funny how 5 years ago that relationship seemed to be sour to a whole nother level. And now LeBron James is so disappointed they didn't get Kyrie. So the hatchet is completely buried clearly. But it certainly seems like LeBron James had his heart set on getting Kyrie. And for whatever reasons, the Lakers didn't make it happen.
G, J, and Max. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
The ball, not getting out of character, feel like.
All right, This will work.
Here's Reeves feeling it. A triple that goes in and out and back in again.
Oh, that's a membership bounce.
3 for 3 for Austin Reeves, including 2 triples. He's got 8.
Austin Reeves has 8. Anthony Davis has 8. The Lakers shoot 52%. They lead the Bucks by 5, 31-26, 12 down. Kesty, Vince, back to you guys at Crypto.
Appreciate that, Kev. 5 assists for Dennis Schroeder, Vince. That's half. They have 10. 10 assists, 14 makes. Nice teamwork here in the first quarter.
And that's how they're going to win this game, is sharing the ball, not getting out of character. Feel like you have to play hero ball. Just play within your system, but play hard. Play fast. When you get offense, try to get a stop and get out of transition, get some easy baskets.
Lakers coming in 25 and 30 on the season, which is 13th now in the Western Conference. There are only 2 games out of the 10 spot, the play-in spot. They're 4.5 games behind the 6th spot. And you can go to number 5 as well, 4 in the loss column. So they can never get it going. Here's Middleton. Drew the foul as he turned and got a 3-point shot at the basket. And we'll see if they award. No, that's before the shot. So this will be side incoming for Milwaukee. The foul's on Schroeder. He's got 2 fouls. Set the table for you here. Middleton, Connaughton, along with Sandro Mamukelashvili. We'll say that a few times. And Antetokounmpo. We got a lot of letters right now on the back of the uniform. And Beauchamp. Here's Mamu, who takes a shot for 3, missed it. Contested rebound. It hits the end line after it was touched by the Bucks, so it'll go to the Lakers. Sandro Mamukelashvili is a 2-way player. Born in New York City, grew up in the Republic of Georgia. Played at Seton Hall. I believe they called him Mamu, so from this point forward, we're going Mamu. Is that good? All right, here we go. Wenyen Gabriel for the Lakers will go out to the left wing. It's a pass. Now here's a little running jump shot missed by Lonnie Walker. Rebounded by Mamu. And we'll go with Giannis for Antetokounmpo. Giannis brings it up floor to Connaughton. He'll shoot a 3 on target, but miss. Mamu, the offensive rebound, put back, dances on the rim and goes through.
Called one of Mamu's games in the Olympics. Very familiar with how he plays. He hits the glass, can shoot the ball from 3. Pretty good player.
Oh, here's a foul and a shot that goes in for Dennis Schroeder. He was coming from the left toward the short corner on the baseline, got hammered, and was able to squeeze a shot off that went through and a chance at a 3-point play.
He did what we call slow to fast. He played a little possum first, waits with the crossover back baseline, draws the foul from Beauchamp and gets it up on the brim and with a soft touch.
Dennis Schroeder knows Mike Budenholzer well as Schroeder completes the 3-point play. Remember, Schroeder was drafted first round by Atlanta. Coach back then was Bud. First 5 years in the league, Schroeder played for Budenholzer and the Hawks. Giannis has it. His team down 6. Drives, fakes left, puts it up with a finger rolling in. What a move down the lane for the Greek Freak.
We call that a Euro step there. He works in between defenders to an easy left-hand layup.
Lakers lead is trimmed to 4. It's like a Greek 2-step. Schroeder with it on top. He'll shoot the 3. Missed it. Rebound. Grayson Allen has it. Allen sprints into the forecourt. 3-point line, free throw line. Back to Giannis. Makes a run at the rim. Now passes to Connaughton. Good look for 3. Missed it short. And it hits the rim, and we've got a whistle. That's going to go against the Lakers. I think they got Schroeder that time for the foul off ball on the loose ball. Schroeder picks up his 3rd personal foul. Remember, they're shorthanded a bit. Patrick Beverly is on his way to Orlando. He would normally be in the backcourt. Russell Westbrook, I don't know if he's on his way to Utah or not. He's property of the Utah Jazz, but many suspecting he'll be bought out. Here's the inbound. Connaughton up top to Mamu. He'll fake and drive. Wenyen Gabriel did a nice job defensively and forced him to lose it out of bounds.
Mamu looked like he was attacking the rim to do some damage to the rim there.
So if Westbrook, if the rumors are right, if he gets bought out, I know the Clippers would like him. I mean, theoretically, he just stays here in Los Angeles, right? Gets a little vacay.
That works.
By the way, it was 80 degrees and sunny today in Los Angeles. I don't know where you're listening right now. No, it's not that warm where I come from. Troy Brown with it on the right. 10 minutes to go in the half. Goes to Rui Hachimura. Gets to the free throw line, steps back, jumps it, and knocks it home.
Good for you, because I was in a studio at about 70 degrees all day, so I had no idea. I was sitting here thinking, like, what was it today? I was like, oh, yeah, I haven't seen it outside.
You didn't know. Yeah. Better you didn't know.
Good point.
Pass to Marshawn Beauchamp, couldn't handle it. Mamu off his leg and out of bounds. It goes to the Lakers. If you weren't a part of the draft show today, I'm guessing you'd be teeing it up on one of the finer courses in Los Angeles?
Anywhere. Any course that will allow me, I'm there.
I can see why free agents would come here.
Right.
I went and visited Pepperdine University yesterday. I can see why you'd go to school there. Here's Hachimura, spinning free throw line. Jumper rolls out, contested rebound, Bucks have it. Trailing 36-30, 9:40 to go, first half. Giannis scoops it back to Allen. Three-pointer pops in and out from on top. Rebounded by Troy Brown Jr.
Lakers very, very lucky right there, leaving a 40% shooter wide open. That's a no-no.
Oh, here's a Euro step, and it's Troy Brown Jr. against Marshawn Beauchamp to score it.
And I love what we're seeing here by the Lakers, just playing hard, being aggressive, getting downhill, zero hesitation.
Beauchamp three, missed it badly wide left. Lakers up 8 and in possession.
Get your stop. Now you want to get a good possession.
Here's Lonnie Walker on the drive. Went up hard, tried to tomahawk it. Couldn't get there, but he got fouled.
Lonnie Walker tried to take a step to the upper room.
You can tell him where the admission slips are. I know that. Lonnie Walker's going to go to the line. By the way, Anthony Davis getting set to check in between free throws. They have expanded this league with Davis on the bench the end of the first quarter and the first 3 minutes of the second quarter.
Which is a good sign. I mean, you're getting production from your bench guys, and your young guys are getting this experience and opportunity. This is great. This is great for the Lakers moving forward. They've upgraded their team. Now you're getting guys with experience, kind of getting to understand the offense and building confidence, because obviously, Anthony Davis is going to be fine. When you have LeBron out there, you tend to kind of play through him and watch, obviously, because it is greatness. But now he gets some help, which is going to help the Lakers get a push.
Lonnie Walker hits a couple of free throws, and the Lakers have a 10-point lead over the 37-17 Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Giannis exploding on AD, got the whistle, couldn't finish at the rim. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on AD. That'll be his first.
I'll tell you what, when Giannis decides to put his head down and he puts those shoulders into your chest and or rib section, you're going to fall first. You're going to get knocked back. And second, watch your head.
Those are some big shoulders. Giannis listed at 242 pounds. It is chiseled muscle at 6'11". 2 for 4 at the free throw line so far tonight. Only a 64% on his free throws so far this year.
And in my experience of guarding him, you have to kind of play games with him. You have to play games with the superstars. You cannot give star players a dose of the same medicine every time, because once they figure it out, they're going to eat you alive. So with Giannis, I like to play up into him, not allow him to hit me first. And then once he figures it out, you give distance and close it. Just give them different looks and make them play the mind game while trying to score.
Well, without finishing at the rim, he splits the free throws, missed the first, made the second. It's only 1 point on that trip, 40-31. Lakers lead by 9. Giannis has 11. Walker will pass it to Austin Reeves on the left. Now they go to Davis, pushed all the way out to the perimeter by Giannis. He faces up, one-on-one on the left side. Spins by Giannis, turns, shoots, in and out, no good.
And Giannis played it great. When you guard Anthony Davis, there again, in my experience, you have to get him off the block. You want to get him out as far as possible, because obviously Anthony Davis is 6'11" or so. He has a great touch, hard to guard.
Giannis spins into a triple team, passes out to Drew Holiday, whose three-pointer misses, and a loose ball foul is going to go against Milwaukee. It'll go to the Lakers at 8:22 to go in the first half. Well, it's interesting as Grayson Allen picks up his first. I know we were talking, Cam Thomas had 3 straight 40-point games, and you had said when they're not designing the game plan against you, it's a little different once they start going after you. And that's kind of to your point with Giannis. He gets different looks all the time. Giannis defending Austin Reeves. 7 on the shot clock. They isolate the middle. Reeves off the bounce, by Giannis and lays it in.
Mr. Reeves said, Mr. Greek Freak Giannis, Antetokounmpo, come dance with me. Great left-to-right crossover to an easy layup.
Oh, he's got to put that on his highlight reel. Austin Reeves has 10 and they're buzzing here inside Crypto.com Arena. Giannis pass to the wing, tipped and out of bounds. It'll stay with Milwaukee. 42-31 Lakers at 7:44 to go here in the second quarter. Who knew that Austin Reeves had that kind of crossover ability?
Yeah, that's when they get you there, when you don't expect it. Wow, great move.
Inbounds comes in to Milwaukee. Drew Holiday, 6 to shoot. Back to Mamo, a 3 for the big man goes down.
The big fella can shoot the 3, and you see there, catch, shoot, zero hesitation.
6'10", 240 pounds from the Republic of Georgia. The triple there to get Milwaukee with an 8. AD drives, lost it. Reeves picked it up, tried to fire, no look. It's intercepted. Down floor, Mamu hesitates on the 3. Drives and kicks it out to Allen. Left side 3, in and out. AD rebounds for the Lakers.
Again, the Lakers are extremely fortunate. A great three-point shooter right now, not making it.
Max Christie, who got the start as guard in the game now for the Lakers. Drives baseline, finds Reeves, guarded by Matthews. Really good defender. Cuts him off. 7 to shoot. Now into a double team. Great feed by Reeves. Better blocked by Giannis on Max Christie at the rim.
I know Mr. Max Christie said, hey, I didn't see that last year in college.
Here's a lob up for Giannis, but he can't finish. Must have been just off the cylinder. Down the other end, AD is pickpocketed by Mamu. Down floor, Giannis takes on Reeves, and he's fouled. And the shot was then blocked away by Wenyen Gabriel. Giannis wanted to give Austin Reeves a little dose of his own medicine, and he backed away that time. He made a business decision.
Reeves is now trying to catch his breath right now because Giannis put those shoulders into the rib cage.
Entertaining game tonight. We said it didn't have kind of that spark of Tuesday night. It's not quite there, but this is a lot of fun. 6:39 to go, first half, and the Lakers leading the Bucks 42-34. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. With a trade deadline in the rearview mirror, the push for the postseason takes center stage.
James drive, puts it up with an emphatic right hand.
LeBron James and the Lakers head north to San Francisco to face Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors in a critical Western Conference showdown.
Klay Thompson, 3 is good.
The Lakers and Warriors, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on your smart speaker.
Coming up Friday, we'll get you ready for Super Bowl 57 and recap the winners and losers of the NBA trade deadline. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, Friday morning, 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Friday on Canty and Carlin, final football Friday of the year. We're getting you ready for Super Bowl 57.
Plus, we'll get you primed with all the lines, best bets, and the props we like ahead of the big game.
Canty and Carlin, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The Dominique Foxworth Show.
I'm going to give Tom Brady some leniency. Transitions are hard for everybody.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an incredible transition. And no one can help you through this. He's going to have to find a new identity. And part of this process may be taking pictures in your underwear for everyone to see. It's funny, but it might get worse, Charlie. I'm just saying it might get worse.
Check out the Dominique Foxworth Show anywhere you get your podcast. Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
Jerry Jones said the Eagles are a team like the Rams the year before, all in to win now. It could wind up costing them in the future. But I assume Jerry knows that the Eagles have 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. They're not going all in and then living with the future. They are potentially on the doorstep of a dynasty.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app.
Kevin Ochoa inside our studios. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max are back tomorrow morning to break down the trade deadline. Also, the NFL honors. Patrick Mahomes has won his second MVP. Among those inducted to the Hall of Fame, Joe Klecko and Joe Thomas and Zach Thomas. They're among the 9 who are going to Canton. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate it. And Patrick Mahomes, another number 15. I know my guy next to me, Mr. Carter, wore the 1-5.
Love to see it.
Winning the MVP for the second time in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Bucks, Vince, as Giannis goes to the line here, in their 8-game win streak, they have averaged over 126 points a game. Giannis hits the first of 2. They've got 34 points on 38% shooting. Bad offense or any nod to the Lakers defense?
I want to give a nod to the Lakers defense because I think they're playing hard. They're active. They've given a couple of point-blank layups in transition and in half court to Giannis. But in all, I don't think the Bucks are playing great offense either. So I want to give the Lakers a nod as well.
Well, Giannis hits 2 free throws. They've missed 18 of 23 three-pointers Milwaukee has. Lakers have it, leading by 6. Schroeder, pass right side, Brown. Brown stops the dribble outside the high post. Back to Schroeder, 7 to shoot. Schroeder on top. Dennis will dribble down, shaded defensively out to Rui, 2 to shoot. Sees the clock, rises, contested jumper, good. Hachimura.
You talk about a tough jump shot. That is a tough make by Rui Hachimura.
And had Drew Holiday draped all over him. 44-36 Lakers. And while Milwaukee's struggling from the field, LA shooting at 51%. Here's Middleton, left side 3, well off the mark, but right into the arms of Giannis. He's pinned on the end line, and he is fouled down on that baseline by the Lakers. Is that on Schroeder? If it is, it would be his 4th. See who they give it to here. Troy Brown picks it up. That'll be number 1 on Troy Brown.
And if you're Darvin Ham, you're thinking right now, and the coaching staff, you think, yes, Dennis, we're putting you back in, but we need you to be smart. You stay away from that. You can't gamble now because of the foul trouble that you're in.
Giannis hit his last 2 free throws, so he's 5 of 8 tonight. This could be one of those nights where he shoots 20 of them. Yeah. He makes the first. That was interesting. He was kind of losing his balance on the shot and falling forward. Had to catch himself after release, but it went in.
But I will say, if anything, if you're gonna fall, one of the ways you want to fall forward and backwards, because falling backwards, I mean, it's all. I don't want to get too technical, but when you fall back, you tend to shoot your shot short.
Giannis eyeing the rim. He's got 14 points, the high score for either team. His Bucks are down 7 with an 8-game win streak working, and he hits both, so he's found his rhythm.
And I will say, when Giannis shoots the 3-point shot, sometimes he tends to look at the ball and fall back as well. That's why I feel he's short on the shot sometimes.
AD trying to spin in the high post, lost it, got it back, gives it up to Troy Brown Jr. Now sends a screen for Brown, who fades to the corner. Deep jumper is missed. Long rebound, the Bucks have it. Wesley Matthews feeds Giannis. Bucks down 6. Giannis double covered at the top beyond the stripe. Retreated and now dribbles back to the 3-point line. Loops it over to Middleton. Baseline left, hand in his face jumper. Straight down for Middleton.
I mean, he has such a smooth jump shot. And it's just a tough guard. You sometimes you look at it like, yeah, it's guardable, but I mean, he makes tough shots.
Here's Schroeder going deep, putting it high up in the air, no good. AD gets the rebound, missed a tip, got that rebound, and it was fouled on his way back up. Lakers also getting some offensive rebounds here tonight. Part of this 4-point lead as AD will shoot a pair.
For AD, I was going to say, I mean, he's inserted back in the game. You want him to remain aggressive from start to finish. Don't defer. You only defer if you're kind of fatigued or you're seeing double teams, you're making plays for others, but they can't have AD being on the floor and being invisible.
5:07 to go in the half. First free throw good for Anthony Davis. This is AD's 7th game since returning from injury. Missed 20 games with a right foot injury. He had 8 points in the first quarter. That was his first of the second. Lonnie Walker's going to check in, and Max Christie will head to the bench. 9 minutes, no points, no rebounds, no assists for the young man from Michigan State. Anthony Davis, one more free throw coming. On its way, and good. Lakers 46, Milwaukee 40. 7 seconds away from the 5-minute mark to go in the first half. Drew Holiday jogs into the front court with a left-hand dribble. Cuts to the right against Walker. Pass to Middleton on top. He'll square. He'll release from 3. Missed it. Tapped up and in by Brook Lopez.
Anthony Davis is trying to do the job with boxing out, but just holding hands in paint is not good enough for Brook Lopez. You have to route him out of the way.
11-4 run by the Bucks. Down 4. Davis takes the pass. 18-footer. All net for AD.
AD continuing to heat up, taking the shot that is there for him, and he's knocking them down.
He's got a dozen. Middleton goes baseline right, defended by Troy Brown Jr. Spin, shoots a tough one, and makes it.
Once again, Max Christie is probably sitting on the bench like, okay, it's not just me.
It's not just me. 6 points for Middleton. Bucks down 4, 48-44. Schroeder drives underneath the basket. Scoops and a cutting Hachimura missed it, but able to get his own miss and tap it in.
Rui, I think, is such a huge pickup for the Lakers because his ability to rebound, his ability to get his own shot, and switch on defense. So, great pickup. Now, hopefully, they can do something with it.
Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Middleton using the giant Lopez screen, and he was moving. It's going to be an illegal screen on Lopez, who's upset. as he was shielding Troy Brown Jr. from guarding Middleton. That's 2 on Brook.
It's so funny, Mark. Every time I sit and look at Brook, I think
he was your rookie. He was your rookie.
So everyone who's watching, like, oh, this old guy Brook Lopez, and it's like, no, that was my young boy.
New Jersey Nets, number 10 pick. Long time ago. Here's Lonnie Walker up and under, traveled with the basketball. That'll be a turnover for the Lakers.
What year was that for Brook?
2008.
I don't know if I want to know. Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't seem that long ago, and then you realize that was 15 years ago.
Goodness.
He's been in the league 15 years. We got a timeout called by the Bucks. We'll step away from Crypto.com in downtown LA. How about the Lakers undermanned and leading the Bucks 50-44, 3:42 to go in the half. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
With a trade deadline in a rearview mirror, the push for the postseason takes center stage in the NBA.
Klay Thompson, 3 is good!
The Lakers and Warriors, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC.
Friday on Fitz and Harry, we're finally talking about the Super Bowl. I'll tell you the 3 reasons why my money's on the Chiefs.
And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons he's wrong.
Oh, you stink. Fitz and Harry, Friday at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The Right Time
with Bomani Jones.
The scoring record, I think, will become unbreakable. The rebounding record is unbreakable. The assist record is unbreakable. There's no record, NBA record left that's going to be broken. Like, maybe one day somebody breaks Steph Curry's record, but that's a niche record to me. Like, that's not the same as the ones that we're talking about over here. Nobody is going to break another major NBA record again after this.
The Right Time with Bomani Jones. You can listen or follow on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Gary in Florida, go.
Hi, guys. I just want to tell you, I'm from Stuart, Florida, and I watch your show every morning at 6 o'clock. I drive the trolley tram down in Stuart, Florida, and I met Keyshawn Johnson several months back. I don't know if he remembers me, Key, but I admire you guys. I think the 3 of you do a great job on the show.
Key, J, and Max, followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Winter with you inside our studios. I mentioned earlier, Patrick Mahomes has won the NFL MVP award. Here's your Hall of Fame inductions for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Rondé Barber, Darrelle Revis, Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, DeMarcus Ware, Don Coryell, Eric Coryell, the former coach of the Chargers. On the senior committee, Chuck Howley, Joe Klecko, and Ken Riley. They're all headed to Canton this summer. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max have more tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. They're followed by Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Coming up on the AutoZone Halftime Report, we look back at a very busy trade deadline day. Kesty, Vince, back to you guys at Crypto.
Kev, Vince's eyes just lit up big when you said Rondé Barber. That's your guy?
Yes.
You're a Central Florida guy, so
yeah, I'm a huge Bucs fan. Yeah, I grew up a Bucs fan, painfully and happily at the same time.
You got the Tom Brady Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
And
you weren't there, were you?
I didn't go to the Super Bowl. I couldn't make it.
The Super Bowl coming up this weekend. Super Bowl was hijacked, by the way, by the NBA trade deadline day. Here's Middleton. Wrap around the lamp. Little English off the glass for Chris Middleton.
Great body control by Chris Middleton. He had the injury, and he's showing that he's back. He's almost there.
50-46. Bucks still down 4. Schroeder using the screen from AD. Shoots from 15 and gets the shooter's roll here inside the crypt. 52-46 Lakers. Schroeder with 11 points in the first half. He's covering Javon Carter on the perimeter. Pass to Chris Middleton. One dribble jumper off the rim. No contested. Passed all the way out to the top, and Rui Hachimura has it for the Lakers. Right-hand dribble into the front court. Back to Anthony Davis. Hesitation move. Drives. Lost the handle. Saved by Connaughton flying across the end line. Chris Middleton has it into the forecourt. Right wing poked away by Walker, but Middleton chased it down to the hash. Gives it to Matthews in the corner. His pass up top is knocked out of bounds by Rui Hachimura. Milwaukee ball.
Great activity by the Lakers, using their hands, getting in passing lanes, making things tough for the Milwaukee Bucks right now. Yes, Chris Middleton is starting to hit some tough shots, but that's what you want to do. If you're going to give up a shot, they have to earn it.
With Giannis on the bench, inbounded Javon Carter. Pass for Middleton, nearly tapped away by Hachimura. 7 to shoot. Backs down Hachimura, down to the baseline. Here's the spin, the fade, and the bucket for Middleton.
Chris Middleton is a bucket, and I know the Milwaukee Bucks are glad to have him back, and he's, definitely a part of this streak.
He's got 10 and a little rip-through move here and a foul on Javon Carter defending Schroeder, who'll go to the line. Well, you were Romo-esque, except folks couldn't see it. The whole time Middleton was getting set up, I could see Vince doing the spin and fade move. Spin and fade. Spin and fade. You saw that coming.
I still have the basketball preparation in my mind. After 22 years, you can't just turn it off. Just understanding guys' tendencies and what they like to do in different situations. So it's just a part of me, and I sit here all the time. I don't have the urge to play, but at the same time, it helps me. I just sit here like, yep, he's going baseline.
Schroeder hit the first free throw. Is there ever any time of the year where you're like, man, I just like to suit it up one time, and Schroeder hits both?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, that's good.
It hasn't hit me yet.
I think that first tee's calling. I know that.
Yeah, that's different.
Javon Carter, front court, 54-48. Lakers lead, 2:10 to go in the half. Middleton has it on the left, drives Hachimura down to the low box. Another fader. That's short. Connaughton, very athletic, able to get a hand on it, but couldn't save it on the end line.
Great defense by Rui, absorbing the contact from Middleton, who tried to hit him first, and just tall enough to get a hand in the block shot and create the turnover.
Is Anthony Davis getting the hand as he heads toward the bench, or is that Austin Reeves getting the hand coming off the bench and in? Actually, AD's going to stay in. Schroeder's going to go out. Lakers fans appreciative. Probably both guys. They're both in double figures. Here's Lonnie Walker, front court. Lakers up 6, dribbling on the left side. Finds a spot, pops from 20, missed it. Offensive rebound, Davis. Takes it to the rack. No good. Brooke Lopez got in his way, and Lopez secures it. Gives to Middleton, front court. Bounce to the left. Here's Connaughton for 3. Dance off the rim, no good. Rebound, Lakers. Troy Brown Jr. Milwaukee has missed 21 out of 26 from three-point land. Part of the story here in the first half. Hachimura leans into contact, got the whistle, missed the shot. He'll go to the line. He was hunting contact there, and the ref bailed him out.
I thought Wesley Matthews missed, and if anything, he took the basketball more so than Rui.
Bud could challenge, but he's not going to use it here. I agree with you. Live to the eye, it looked like he backed out. Rui tried to get it, got the whistle, and Rui's going to the line. Second foul on Wesley Matthews. First free throw good for Rui Hachimura. Doesn't get as much discussion because of all the trades today, but he came over in a trade back on January 23rd for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-rounders. By the way, I didn't know teams had enough second round. We had so many second-round picks flying today.
And you mentioned that a couple of days ago, and teams are giving up 5 second-rounders. I was like, you have that many?
Exactly. Second free throw missed by Hachimura. 55-48 Lakers. Brooke Lopez against AD. Spins in the high post, retreats to the perimeter, gives it. Pass to Connaughton, circles into the lane, got deep, laid it up and in.
Great drive by Pat Connaughton. What he did is he got his shoulders into Reeves so he could not jump and contest the shot for his easy layup.
First bucket for Connaughton. Milwaukee back within 5. Here's Reeves using a screen to the right. Stops, goes to Davis, open from 3, doesn't take it. Dribbles inside the arc, now shoots and misses. Rebounded by Middleton.
Coaches now will say, AD, shoot the 3. We don't want the mid-range.
50 seconds to go in the half. Giannis on the floor to close the half. Can Milwaukee close the deficit? Skip past Connaughton. Three-pointer, no. Rebounded by Brown. They can go 2 for 1. Here's Brown. Pass for AD to no one. Gets on the deck. It's loose. Lakers have it. Pass to half court. Gets by Reeves. He goes into the backcourt to get it. It's over and back. And Milwaukee will take over on the turnover with 28 seconds to go.
Tough pass to AD. Tried to bounce pass. I think it was Brown or Walker, one of the two. Trying to make a bounce pass in transition. in a crowded area, and that's tough for bigs sometimes. Running that fast, you can't. Yes, AD is a different type of athlete, but that's tough for a guard or a guy to catch the ball at his knees in traffic.
Wenyen Gabriel in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves out. Grayson Allen comes in for Milwaukee. We have 28 seconds to go in the half. About 4 seconds off the shot clock. Milwaukee's been down by as many as 11. They're down 5. Inbound to Giannis, taking his time. He'll work the shot clock here. It's at 15. Dribbling beyond the arc, down to the three-point line. Cuts to his right, shovels it to Connaughton. Connaughton drives, free throw line, back to Giannis, 6 to shoot. Giannis goes right into AD, and what's the call? It's an offensive foul. Anthony Davis takes the charge.
Great job, great defense. Staying into the play, communication. There was a lot of communication on the screens there, and AD standing there taking the charge for his team. That's something you like to see.
And now the Lakers get the final shot of the half with a 55-50 lead. Undermanned without Russell Westbrook, Pat Beverly, Thomas Bryant, all dealt in the last 24 hours. New guys are here, but not eligible to play yet. Here's Austin Reeves into the front court with 4. Reeves handed his face 3. It's good with 2 seconds to go in the half.
Tough 3 on a great defender.
Here's a three-point heat from half court. No good for Jrue Holiday. And the Lakers a surprise first half lead over the Milwaukee Bucks, winners of 8 straight, but trailing 58-50 Los Angeles. Anthony Davis has a dozen, Vince, but Dennis Schroeder and Austin Reeves each with 13 points.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting what you want from your star, your all-star in Anthony Davis, but the bench and just your role players are stepping up. Like I said, you have a veteran in Schroeder. You need him to play next level, and he is doing that. And then you're getting a lot from Reeves, who is in his second game.
That's right. Second game back from injury. Hit 3 threes. Giannis is 15 points, leading all scorers. But the Lakers, halfway through, lead the Bucks 58-50. Let's turn it over to Kevin Winter in the studio. Here's the AutoZone halftime report.
Justy Vince, the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free, and it can get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. They said it would take a collective effort, and it has. Austin Reeves has 13. So does Dennis Schroeder. Anthony Davis has 12. He came out firing. He had 8 right away. The Lakers with a 58-50 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks. Up next on the AutoZone halftime report, we take a trip around the association on trade deadline day. Some analysis of some of the biggest deals that went down, including, yes, Kevin Durant going to Phoenix. At the break, the Lakers lead the Bucks 58-50. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Hey, it's Greeny, and the countdown is now on in earnest. The Eagles and the Chiefs, #1 in their conferences all year long. Now they settle the issue, and we'll be the place to talk about it. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Sunday on ESPN Radio. 2 of the NBA's best go head-to-head at TD Garden.
Spins to the lane, rises at the broken line, and floats it in. Ja Morant.
Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies face Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
It's good. Boston takes the lead. Jason Tatum on a 3.
The Grizzlies and Celtics, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins Sunday at 1:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on your smart speaker. You can't miss Canty and Carlin, Pound for Pound, the biggest show on ESPN Radio.
I am here in Bristol. We are judging a dip competition. This is what Jesus intended for me. Finally, I feel like somebody understands what my talents are good for.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to imagine that you would be good at this, Carlin. You're the same height, whether you're standing up or they put you on your side.
Am I bleeding here? Like, honestly, can I get a tissue? I feel like I just got drilled.
Guys, spot the lie. I'm just saying. Spot the lie.
Let's talk about dips first.
Okay.
I am a simple man when it comes to this kind of thing.
Okay.
7 layers is just, you're trying to show off. There is a bacon cheeseburger dip.
Once we start talking about putting burgers in dip, I can't do it.
But I can't lie. I'm intrigued.
You can be intrigued. I don't know about the ending of that movie, though.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Winter with you inside their studios.
Davis takes the pass, 18-footer, all net for AD.
AD continues to heat up, taking the shot that is there for him, and he's knocking them down.
He's got a dozen.
He has that dozen right now in the opening half, and the Lakers have a 58-50 lead over Milwaukee. Bucks are the hottest team in the association, riding an 8-game winning streak entering tonight. There is no Russell Westbrook, no Pat Beverly, because they're not on the team anymore. They were traded today. Meanwhile, there's no LeBron James as well. LeBron's resting a sore ankle. Although I think a lot of people expected him not to play tonight after he'd been kind of going, to the wall, trying to break Kareem's record. Lakers do not have D'Angelo Russell. He's not here yet. Neither is Jared Vanderbilt. Neither is Mo Bamba. Lakers are very short-handed tonight, but they have the 58-50 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks. Speaking of the Lakers, ESPN's Tim Legler loved the moves that the Lakers made today.
I just think the fit of D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and what they could do for spacing, adding shooting, and they're playing with a willing passer in LeBron James, a guy that can incorporate them pretty seamlessly. It just makes more sense to have that kind of spacing, to have that kind of depth. The Lakers are a dangerous team, and I know that may sound crazy because they just seem to be disappointing all the time, and we talk about them all the time in a negative light. I think we're ready to maybe turn the page on that here in these last 25 games. If you're Denver, if you're Memphis, if you're the Sacramento Kings, if they're able to hold on to that spot, do you really want to end up seeing a team with LeBron James, Anthony Davis on it in the first round of the playoffs potentially? So this is a team that is there lurking. I love what the Lakers did. It's a much more fluid offense now.
The Lakers made some moves that they had to make. ESPN NBA analyst Tim Legler earlier today on ESPN television on our trade deadline special. Meanwhile, the news of the night came last night with Kevin Durant being traded for 3 players, 4 first-round draft picks, and another pick swap. Mikal Bridges of the Suns, how did he find out last night that he was traded? By the way, it was about 10:15 Eastern time. He spoke with TNT's Jared Greenberg.
My boy Damian Lee, he was in a hotel and he FaceTimed me. And you could tell he was upset. He was just like, I'm sorry about this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, you ain't see him? Like, see what? He was like, you got traded to Brooklyn for KD. I was like, oh man, went to Twitter, saw it. And that's when I tweeted. And then my agents called me like a couple minutes later.
Mikal Bridges with TNT's Jared Greenberg. That's how you find out. You find out from a Woj bomb in the middle of the night. I think Woj woke everyone up. Kevin Durant gets traded. It's KD. It's Devin Booker. It's DeAndre Ayton. ESPN's Tim Bontemps, still not a believer.
I definitely don't think they're the favorites to win the title. I would have Boston and Milwaukee still above the field. I mean, look, the Suns, to me, obviously have a really high ceiling, but you've got Chris Paul, who's 37 or 38 and has had a bunch of muscle injury issues. Devin Booker has missed a bunch of time with injuries the last couple of years. And Kevin Durant has obviously missed a ton of time, unfortunately, with injuries, right? So if those 3 guys and DeAndre Ayton are all healthy, then I really like Phoenix's chances, going up against anybody over 7 games. But for them to make it through the next 4 or 5 months healthy, they're going to need, some real injury luck to work in their favor. And I think if you look at sort of the odds of that over time, it seems more likely than not, probably at least one of those guys is going to have to miss a little bit of time. And this team is very, very light on depth.
ESPN's Tim Bontemps earlier today. Here's your odds according to Caesar Sportsbook. Celtics are the favorites at plus 350. The Suns are next at plus 450. Milwaukee is plus 550. Then it's Denver at 8-1. The 76ers at 10-1. And the reigning champs at 13-1, the same odds as the Clippers. Up next on the AutoZone Halftime Report, we look back at the first half. Collective effort for the Lakers, and it's working so far. They lead the Milwaukee Bucks by 8. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
New Orleans Pelicans star C.J. McCollum.
What I don't like is when a ref misses a call, they look at me like I'm crazy. I say, hey, check that at halftime. And they don't have the accountability of, yeah, I missed that one. That's on me. What I love to see is, I think that was a foul, CJ? I'll check it out. Check it out, and they come back and say it. Or they come back and say, hey, I watched it. I don't think that was a foul. Here's why. That's a positive dialogue. I love to have that type of dialogue because that means you care about your job.
The C.J. McCollum Show. Listen wherever you get your podcast. Tonight on ESPN Radio. With the all-time scoring record now LeBron's, the Lakers turn their attention to a push to the postseason.
For the score, 32 for LeBron.
Up next, Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks come to L.A. for a primetime showdown.
Puts it off the board, plus home by the great three.
The Milwaukee Bucks at the L.A. Lakers, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins tonight at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on your smart speaker. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman.
We're joined now by Rob Ninkovich and Jeremy Fowler. If Mahomes retired today, he's a top 5 quarterback ever. Not ahead of Joe Montana.
Let's not even. I don't want to go down this track with this dude.
Orlovsky has him second. That's ridiculous. There's Joe Montana.
This because
But other than Montana, no one's ever had 5 years like this.
The list is it doesn't even work. I mean, I get it. Dan feels a certain way, and Patrick Mahomes, we can argue since Mahomes has been in this league, he's obviously not better than Tom Brady, not better than Aaron Rodgers, and if you really wanted to dig deep, he's not better than Big Ben, Drew Brees as well.
If we're talking about a 5-year sample size,
thank you, Jeremy,
of what a guy has done and how that projects in the next 10, 15, he's on a track for top 3.
Jay and Max, mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Sunday on ESPN Radio, 2 of the NBA's best go head-to-head in Boston. John Morant and the Grizzlies face Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Coverage begins at 1:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. Presented by Indeed. Did you miss Canty and Carlin?
Enough with the stupid bets between cities and mayors. Nobody cares about trading cheesesteaks for barbecue, okay? Let's not do that. It's just silly.
As much as I respect the cheesesteak, there is no comparison. Kansas City barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're taking that all day over a cheesesteak.
I'll take the cheesesteak.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
No.
That's because you've lived in Philly and you're still in the area. You're being a homer.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. You can't miss a moment with Greeny.
I've always said that my Mount Rushmore of basketball has 3 people on it who are definite. Jordan, because he's the best player. Kareem, because he's the most accomplished player. And Russell, because he's the best winner. You could fight over the last spot. The options for that would include Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know how you don't make it LeBron now.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
7 on the shot clock. They isolate the middle. Reeves off the bounce, blows by Giannis and lays it in.
Mr. Reeves said, Mr. Greek Freak Giannis, Antetokounmpo, come dance with me. Great left to right crossover to an easy layup.
Oh, he's got to put that on his highlight reel. Austin Reeves has 10 and they're buzzing.
He has 13, including the cross-up of Giannis. The undermanned Lakers are stunning the Bucks 58-50. That'll do it for us on the Yellow Zone half the report. Second half from Los Angeles is next. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Experience Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in 3D.
Scott Lang, you have a daughter. You're an Avenger. But out here, you're out of your league.
On February 17th.
Kang's a monster. It can shatter existence.
An Avenger.
I don't care what he can do. I'm getting us home.
Must face a conqueror.
You may not want her to watch this.
I'm sorry, Cassie.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Experience it in 3D. February 17th. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Jason Fitz and Harry Douglas are Fitz and Harry.
Maybe instead of worrying about ranking greatness, instead, we step back and appreciate the greatness we are seeing right now. In 20 years, people will talk about LeBron the way you and I talk about MJ because we grew up watching it. It just hits different. Like, I can't speak to Bill Russell because what the hell do I know about Bill Russell? The next generation is going to think of LeBron in a way that this generation doesn't want to give credit.
Fitz and Harry. Weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. The biggest names in sports are on ESPN Radio.
Adam Pac-Man Jones.
You asked Harry and asked his dad who's the best athlete that he ever coached. And I'm not tooting my horn. I was 5'9", blazing fast, and I could do everything.
Deion Branch joins us, Super Bowl MVP.
I think the NFL was going to miss Tom. We'll be pretty satisfied with what's behind it.
Joined now by Hall of Fame coach Bill Parcells.
I'm not trying to embarrass this guy because he's sitting there, but one thing I loved about Keyshawn, he would do every dirty job you asked him to do. He would do things that other receivers wouldn't do.
Sauce Gardner, Jets corner. Is there anybody you'll be actively recruiting this offseason to try and get him to come play with you?
I don't know, man. Y'all just got to stay tuned. I don't really know.
Ooh, look at Sauce trying to give us a little sauce, but not all of it. Okay, Sauce.
How that works?
The biggest names in sports come here, and it all starts weekday mornings with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, and continues all day. This is ESPN Radio.
Meet Ed, movie buff, animal lover, safe driver.
5 years of driving an ambulance teaches you a thing or two. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. When I see a car trying to rush past a turning bus, I get concerned. You see, when big vehicles turn right, they have to swing wide to make the turn. And that's a lesson you don't want to learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait.
It's our roads. It's our safety. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The NBA is going OFF. Listen, I got all the facts to back it all up. 30 teams after one dream, 24 seconds to make magic with the Rock. 7-footers raining deep threes, 2 guards dunking and leaving you in shock, and first-year hoopers balling with ease. All that, all the time, all around the league. And the NBA isn't leaving anyone behind. The NBA season continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
And now a small business setback is assessed by a beloved family pediatrician.
Oh, hey, Tiger. Big scary tree branch give your work truck a boo-boo? Yeah. Wow. See this thing on my phone here? It's the Progressive mobile app. Just push that little button there and report your claim. Attaboy.
When owning a small business gets painful, Progressive Commercial is here to make it all better. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
What's this? Candy drawer? Who wants a lollipop?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions. Full claims not available in all states or situations.
Your morning coffee. Hot, delicious, comforting. But by the third or fourth cup, your stomach might feel a little acidic. If coffee doesn't always agree with you, try a 5-Hour Energy instead. It's mild, without the acidity of coffee. Plus, it provides an alert, energized feeling that helps get you through the day. Coffee in the morning, 5-Hour Energy after. Your stomach will thank you. Discover 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and often flexible work environments. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new career in months, not years. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to qualified students, including the GI Bill. Now is the time. mycomputercareer.edu.
I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage nasal care. My nose, snoreless.
Freakish arm and put it in.
Giannis, he attacked Brook Lopez, got to the rim with the finish.
Grayson Allen, right wing three, misses. Offensive rebound at the free throw line. Drew Holiday loops it to Giannis, who had to make the catch. Anthony, 18-year vet, by the way, down the rookie from left to right scores. We said at the start,
you've had success getting into the paint. Obviously, Giannis, when Giannis gets in the paint,
Whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Witcher. That'll do it for us on the AutoZone Halftime Report. Here is your recipe in order to deliver an upset when you're shorthanded. Don't turn the ball over. All right. Lakers have only done it 7 times. Be effective shooting, 50% shooting, and play defense. Well, Milwaukee's 5 of 28 from distance. And thus the Lakers lead the Bucks 58-50, very shorthanded. Back to Crypto.com Arena with Vince Carter. Here's Mark Kestecher.
Yeah, pretty amazing, Kev. No LeBron James tonight, out with the left ankle soreness. They made a bevy of trades. So Pat Beverly, Russell Westbrook, Thomas Bryant not here. Now, Milwaukee made a couple of deals, too, and Joe Ingles is not playing tonight as well. He's one of their sharpshooters, but they got Giannis, they got Chris Middleton. Drew Holiday, but they are down at 8, Vince. What's the recipe for Milwaukee, their adjustment to get back in this one?
In other words, they're loaded still.
Yes, they are.
I think adjustment, yeah, you know, I know.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing Vivid Seats. Life.
Mom.
Vivid Seats. Life happens.
Charlottesville, where 8th-ranked Virginia goes head-to-head with Duke. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
What if I told you, in Iran, women are banned from going to soccer games?
Mom, take the ball.
For 43 years, Iranian women have fought back. Police pushed us.
Troops.
This is their story.
The joy was forbidden. What is the meaning of that? That is how they control you.
I'm Shimol Yai. Listen to the new 30 for 30 podcast, Pink Card. Available now.
The Hoop Collective Podcast.
The Warriors could absolutely repeat. The Bucks could absolutely win. The Bucks could have won last year if Milton was healthy. As I look forward to this summer, I wonder what happens if...
Also,
basketball.
Guy, and you're right, hasn't played in a while. I'm back in Wisconsin. Remember, he started at Marquette his last couple of years in college.
Well, Kevin and guys, I will say, I know Jay obviously a little bit. He was also one of my rookies in Dallas. He's typically out in Miami, and he works out at University of Miami. So I know he's been putting the time in because I know he wants to get back into this, get back on the court.
AD turns it over on one end. Giannis driving, couldn't finish. Nice job by Rui Hachimura. Up ahead to Brown. Euros down the lane. Layup, no. Offensive rebound, Anthony Davis. He's walled off. Goes outside to Hachimura. Wide open three is short. Off the rim, and Drew Holiday has it for the Bucks.
Toughest three to make there is when you're standing flat-footed and throw it to you, and you don't know if you want to take the dribble or drive. And that's just the toughest three.
Holiday bricks a three, and the Lakers bring it up, leading 6.
On your team, you feel like he gives you
putting the time in because I know he wants to get back into this, get back on the court.
AD turns it over on one end. Giannis driving, couldn't finish. Nice job by Rui Hachimura. Up ahead to Brown. Euros down the lane. Layup, no. Offensive rebound, Anthony Davis. He's walled off. Goes outside to Hachimura. Wide open three is short. Off the rim, and Drew Holiday has it for the Bucks.
Toughest three to make there is when you're standing flat-footed and throw it to you, and you don't know if you want to take the dribble or drive. And that's just the toughest three.
Holiday bricks a three, and the Lakers bring it up, leading 62-59. 9:24 to go, third quarter. Schroeder with the dribble behind the AD screen. Couldn't get the three off. Holiday defended him. Now over to Hachimura on top. Hops into the lane. Pass to Schroeder. Open on the baseline. Short jumper. Hits the rim twice and falls through.
I want to continue to add about Jay Crowder. I'm thinking now, you know, in my experience, I always say this: you cannot prepare for an NBA game. It's just what it is, you know. So yes, he's working out, conditioning, but it's nothing like actually being out there.
Giannis for three. Good from the top. A catch and shoot triple, and he holds the pose, the little gooseneck.
And I think that's the best way to shoot it for Giannis. Is sometimes he tends to fade back, that head goes back and he's short. He stayed in the shot right there, nothing but net.
Bucks within two. Max Christie had it poked away from behind Grayson Allen. It goes out across the end line. Lakers will inbound, 12 on the shot clock. 8:38 to go in the third. Their lead is at 2, 64-62. Schroeder baseline inbound. Baseline left. Gets it on top to Rui. Hachimura left-hand dribble. Now feeds Schroeder. Schroeder against Holiday. Spins into the lane. Walled off by Lopez. Dribbles all the way to the corner. Now to Brown with 2 to shoot. Got to go. Takes a three and makes it. Troy Brown Jr. Wow.
Wow. Tough shot. Great make. A much-needed basket for the Lakers.
67-62. Giannis thought about walking into a three and then got bumped by Anthony Davis as he tried to take him off the dribble. And that is foul number 2 on Anthony Davis. Only the first team foul for either team this quarter, so this will be side in from the near right side.
If I'm Coach Darvin Ham, I'm telling Anthony Davis, stay down. We will live with Giannis shooting the 3. We can't contend with or do anything with Giannis when he's in the paint.
Off the inbound, Connaughton off the cut. Nicely defended by Hachimura. Got away in the shot. Down floor, Lonnie Walker is in the game from the left wing. 8 minutes to go. Cuts on Holiday under the basket. Up and under and in. What a move on the lay-in by Lonnie Walker.
He's an athlete, and he's a guy that they need to continue to play well and get into the paint.
Lakers with a 7-point lead, 69-62. Giannis cuts right into AD, goes strong and got the whistle off the miss. He took on AD head on that time, and that's 3 fouls on Anthony Davis.
And it's such a tough call to officiate because Giannis is creating. Yeah, you see that Giannis is creating the contact. So when you take it, you're naturally you can't sit straight up or stand straight up when Giannis is hitting you in your chest.
Giannis will go to the free throw line, 7 of 10 at the stripe tonight. 22 points for the Greek Freak. Can make it 23 as he drops the first one in. Giannis is 3rd in the NBA in scoring, Vince, 32 points a game. He's leading the NBA in rebounding at 12.4. And during this 8-game win streak, he's averaging 37 and 14. And in his last 3 games against the Lakers, he's averaging 43.7 as he misses the second free throw. He's got 23. Bucks trail at 69-63. Laker ball, 7:40 to go in the third. Here's Brown off the cut, drives to the rim. Oh, an offensive foul is going to wipe out the bucket. Dennis Schroeder, I think after the pass, committed an illegal screen.
Oh, no, they're calling Troy Brown with the clear out right to Grayson's face.
There you go.
I think the referee said do a push-up.
So Brown gets the foul, his second, no basket. 69-63 in favor of the Lakers, and Giannis slips on the baseline. He was rushing into Walker and Schroeder and went down and lost it out of bounds. Milwaukee turnover. They'll clean up that perspiration on the floor where Giannis just went down, and now Schroeder will get it in for the Lakers. 69-63 lead, 7:20, clock running, third quarter. Schroeder met by Drew Holiday. Dribbles across the three-point arc to the right. Finds Walker curling on the left. Into the lane, one bounce, dotted line jumper is good. Lonnie Walker heating up.
We're seeing right now the Lakers are picking on Grayson Allen, putting him in the pick and rolls or double screens and letting whoever's guarding him attack him, getting into the paint.
Lakers have scored 9 of the last 10. Here's Giannis spinning to the baseline and knocks home the 17-footer.
Tough shot by Giannis there, fading away from the double team.
He's got 25, Bucks back within 6. Schroeder dribbles into Giannis, peels off to the left corner. Giannis in the defensive stance. AD screens him off. Schroeder's free. Takes the jumper, rattles off. No good. Contested rebound. Who touched it last? AD did. It'll be Milwaukee ball. Wesley Matthews will check into the game. Wesley's been around a while in the league. This is his second tour with the Bucks. One-time Laker. 2021 season played here in Los Angeles. 71-65 LA, crossing 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Drew Holiday front court, skips it over to the right. Grayson Allen catch and shoot, and he nails the 3 right in his pocket.
He hasn't been shooting well. He was 2 for 9 prior to that shot. You still, I don't care how bad you shoot, you do not want to leave a very good three-point shooter open.
Anthony Davis looking for an answer, missing the 3, and the rebound tip to Holiday. Milwaukee has come close to taking the lead, but hasn't. Here's Giannis all the way down the lane and drops it through, and the deficit is 1.
You have to build a wall when Giannis has the ball in transition. Didn't worry about building up to other guys, but if you're going to allow him to play one-on-one or don't get in front of him, consider that 2 points.
Anthony Davis misses the jumper. Milwaukee a chance for the lead. Giannis wants it. Passes out to the corner. Lopez has it for 3 in the lead, short. Giannis tips it, has the offensive board. Outside the paint, finds Holiday on the left. He'll try the 3, and he'll make it, and Milwaukee's come all the way back to take the lead. Timeout, LA.
When you give up an offensive rebound, that's the best time to get a three-point shot. That the Bucks have done that. Look at where they are now, up 2.
Giannis, 12 of his 27 in the third quarter. Drew Holiday, the go-ahead triple. And with 5:33 to go here in the third, Milwaukee now has the lead, 73-71 over the Lakers. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
I'm going to give Tom Brady some leniency for the next few years. Transitions are hard for everybody. Yeah. And this is going to be an incredible transition. It's going to be a lot.
Check out the Dominique Foxworth Show anywhere you get your podcast. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman.
Dennis in Delaware has something to say.
When Keyshawn has a little gray hair on the side of his head, he looks like Denzel.
He does not look like Denzel Washington. Stop, Dennis. Next caller. Yeah. Denzel Washington. Get the
America's caddy, Michael Collins, ESPN
MC.
golf analyst.
Key was, man, you look like if Denzel and Larry Johnson's grandmama had a baby, man. I see Key, and I want to just go, my man. Let me tell you, I met Denzel earlier this summer, and when he came out, and he looked at me and he goes, my man, when you go at Stephen A. Smith, man, I like that. And I was just like, I turned into him. I went fanboy crazy. Yeah, so, hey, that's a compliment.
My man.
My man. GJ and Max. Followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Saturday on ESPN Radio. With a trade deadline in the rearview mirror, the push for the postseason takes center stage.
James drive, puts it up with an emphatic right hand.
LeBron James and the Lakers head north to San Francisco to face Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors in a critical Western Conference showdown.
Klay Thompson, 3 is good.
The Lakers and Warriors, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on your smart speaker.
Kevin Richard with you inside our studios. Milwaukee has caught fire here in the third quarter. They've grabbed the lead. Time now for Did You Know, brought to you by Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. Go to geico.com today. All right, no LeBron tonight, but obviously 2 nights ago, he set the NBA scoring record. Did you know LeBron James is one of 3 players that has more 50-point games than they do single-digit games? Scoring 50 or more compared to single digits. By the way, did you know the other 2 are Wilt and Michael Jordan? Because we probably did know that. Chesty, Vince Carter, back to you.
That's a pretty good trio right there. That's amazing. More 50-point games than single-digit games, and LeBron's on a hellacious streak right now.
Yes,
of games of 10 or more points. Remarkable. You know what else is remarkable? Milwaukee is 9 of 14 in the quarter, 4 for 7 from 3. They've scored the last 10, and Giannis and Drew Holiday have been leading them.
Well, they're making shots. They're defending. The Lakers are not making them play. You know, the Bucks have changed their approach.
See what the Lakers have out of the timeout. Austin Reeves on the left, shot clock under 10, dribbles free throw line, stops the dribble. He's open. He'll take the shot. He'll make it. He hesitated, but it worked out.
He's looking to pass first.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at the rim, he's one of the players they need to continue to play well. He has to look for his shot.
Giannis, 27 points working. Passes to Allen. Out on top of the arc. Dribbles with the right hand. Stops. Back to Giannis. Eyes the rim. Takes the 3. Off the front rim and bounces into the hands of Reeves.
There's the difference. AD gives himself a little space.
There's Lonnie Walker on his horse. Into the lane. Pass outside to Wenyen Gabriel and on top to Reeves. Gabriel sets a screen. Now AD to an illegal screen. He got too hard out on top against Grayson Allen and knocked him over.
Well, Austin Reeves, he has to take that one because he started his move a second too early as AD was trying to get there to set the screen.
I had AD for 4, but it's showing 5 personal fouls.
Up there it says 4 as well.
It should be 4. I think we have a little electronic scoreboard in front of us. Yeah, it is 4 fouls on AD. And he's got to come out of the game. Darvin Ham can't risk it at the 4:43 mark to go here in this third quarter. Rui Hachimura will replace him. AD's the guy tonight. I mean, they've gotten great contributions from Schroeder and Reeves, but no LeBron James. There's Milwaukee. Tied at 73 for the lead. Middleton missing a three. Tapped out by Wesley Matthews. Milwaukee keeps. Holiday ball faking a drive to the elbow. Trying to back down Walker. Jump stop in the lane. Short jumper good. Milwaukee back in front.
And Drew Holiday is a guy that can't post up. He likes to get to that left side, that left hand for his jump shot and his finish.
Lonnie Walker, left elbow jumper, rattles out. Rebounded by Matthews. 75-73 Milwaukee, coming up on 4 minutes to go in the third. Middleton back to the basket, turns, gets deep, lays it up, just went right over Lonnie Walker. Bucket for Middleton gives him a dozen. Here's Walker, little hop step, drives into Lopez deep, couldn't finish against the bigger Lopez. Muscatishvili in the lane. They pass it over to the right corner. Matthews drives, leaves it for Holiday. Short push shot not there, and Gabriel has the LA rebound. Outlet to Austin Reeves. 3.5 to go in the third. Reeves behind the screen. Drives right elbow. Stops at the free throw line. Outside to Troy Brown Jr. Gets it back to Reeves. They'll reset with 10 to shoot. Reeves using a Gabriel screen. Now cuts inside. His floater's up, and it gets the roll.
A much-needed basket there. Very soft touch.
Austin Reeves, 17 off the bench, has hit 7 of 8. Lakers down 2, and they're back down 4. Quickly, Drew Holiday hits the mid-range jam. Drew Holiday has 14 points. He and Giannis carrying Milwaukee back into the lead. Troy Brown Jr. stops out of the arc, gives it up, gets it back, drives on Lopez, blocked by Lopez. Number 2 in the NBA in blocks per game.
I mean, his timing is impeccable and just understanding.
And on the other end, Chris Middleton drains a triple.
And that's what that just deflates you, because you've done a good job of just keep creating a lead, and then all of a sudden a championship team like the Bucks hunts you down.
And an offensive foul against Milwaukee on an illegal screen. Actually, against the Lakers on that screen, it'll be Wenyen Gabriel for the foul. Milwaukee will take over. 2:35 to go in the third, 82-75. Milwaukee has 32 points here in this third quarter. And the Lakers right now at 17.
Austin Reeves has to be a little patient. 1 second more patient to give his bigs a chance to set a screen.
Holiday tip of the circle jumper, good. And Milwaukee red hot in this third quarter after struggling in the first half. Once down 11, they're now up 9. A 20-point turnaround here in Los Angeles. 14 of Holiday's 16 coming in the quarter. Here turning underneath is Reeves. Oh, he's got so much size in front of him. Turned over by Middleton. No look
Great
left side.
pass.
Mama went for the slam. Couldn't get it. Loose ball Connaughton. Milwaukee keeps. Holiday on the perimeter. He'll shoot it over Reeves for 3. Air ball. Connaughton somehow saved it on the end line, but his save goes all the way out across to the Milwaukee bench.
Bad possession for the Milwaukee Bucks. Mamu.
You gonna try it?
Was wanting to fly.
Oh, I thought you were hesitating to do the name.
Saying Mamu wanted to fly, and maybe one step too far for him.
The Lakers trailing by 9 in possession. Minute 40 to go in the third. Reeves pocket pass Gabriel. Shuttles it up and in from 8 feet away.
I like it. I think the Lakers need to stick to the pick and roll to get bodies off of them to try to get some free looks.
84-77. Bucks lead in the ball. Middleton drives deep. Gets deep on Gabriel. Couldn't block the shot. And Middleton puts it in. He's got 17.
Middleton hit Gabriel first. He had no chance.
Middleton 7 in the third. 86-77 Bucks. 1:18 to go in the third. Schroeder kisses it off the glass from 15 feet away. Little right angle jumper for Schroeder. He's got 17 points, only 4 in the quarter. Baseline jumper missed by Holiday. Rebound Walker. Ahead Schroeder to Reeves in the right corner. Under a minute to go in the third. They got 4 out and 1 in. Gabriel is going to set a screen up high, but Schroeder's going to reject it. Dribble to the top. 10 to shoot. He's got space. Schroeder doesn't take the 3. Passes it off to Gabriel. He'll step into the 3. Short off the rim. Rebounded by Milwaukee. Chris Middleton front court. They'll use a timeout here to set something up as Middleton dribbled across half court with 38.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bud arguing with the lead referee, James Williams, didn't like a non-call on the other end, but his Bucks have dominated this third quarter, 86-79 over the Lakers. And the game after The all-time scoring record was set. Still draws a good crowd here tonight. 18,977. Brought to you by Vivid Seats, where you earn rewards with every purchase. Vivid Seats Rewards is your ticket to more tickets. Vivid Seats, life happens live. Mark Kestisher and Vince Carter with you, and we were kind of joking before the game. If you were tracking the games and expected LeBron to do it in the second home game, and you paid the $50,000 for up front, you have to come to the game, right? You're not giving it to your niece just to say, hey, I missed it, so you enjoy the courtside seats.
If you do, that's a heck of a gift.
That's an early birthday present.
Yeah, for a couple of years, actually.
A lot of people paying a lot of big money to come in, and they don't even get to see LeBron tonight either. As we pause 10 seconds for station ID, this is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed. Mark Kestisher alongside 8-time All-Star Vince Carter. John Medani is our producer. Matt Roy is our engineer. Milwaukee with 36 points in the third quarter, and the inbound with 35 seconds to go in it. Connaughton sends it over to Mamu. Touch pass to Lopez down low, and he's fouled by Reeves, who tried to tie up the possession. And I think that's the first in the last 2 minutes. Or do they say in the act of shooting? They're going to say in the act of shooting, so
I'm okay with that foul.
Yep.
You don't give up the easy bucket. Make him earn it.
Brook Lopez will go to the line. Had a big block shot earlier in this quarter. First time at the free throw line tonight for Lopez, and he drops it in. Brook Lopez is now over 15,000 career points. He surpassed that the other night with their victory in Portland. How about that?
Go ahead, Brook Lopez. I mean, he's shooting the three now, so they add up.
He wasn't Splash Mountain back in the early days in New Jersey.
He was our post-up guy. He played mid-range in. He had a nice touch, of course, as we know, but he stepped it out, and he's a huge threat from behind the arc.
Got a couple of free throws there. 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter. 88-79 Milwaukee, down 11 to now leading this game by 9. Schroeder calling for a screen up high. Gets it from Reeves. Switching defense. Mamu on the smaller Schroeder. Takes him off the bounce. Gets right to the rim and lays it in.
Woo. Between the legs, and takes off.
10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 7-point lead Milwaukee. Middleton with 6 at the top. Gets the Lopez screen. Hits the rolling Lopez. Dotted line jumper off the rim. No. Rebound put back. No. And too late on the second offensive rebound and put back by Mamu. But either way, Vince, Milwaukee puts up 38 in the third quarter. They'll lead by 7 going to the fourth.
And that's what a championship team does. They make their adjustment at halftime, steps their defense up, and their offense, because we were just talking about their offense was just looked a little stagnant, and here they are, has the lead.
They will review that last basket. Naked eye looked like it wasn't good. They said ruling on the floor is no good. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Right now, end of 3, Milwaukee.
The replay center official confirms no basket.
There you go. Milwaukee 88, the Lakers 81. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indeed.
God, I'm saying wow. Basketball Signature Showcase.
NBA All-Star brings the hype to Salt Lake City.
Oh,
And the NBA All-Star Draft presented by Jordan Brand.
this is going to be epic.
And the Inside Crew calling the game on TBS.
Here we go. This is how you put on a show.
NBA All-Star presented by Kia. Coverage begins February 19th on TNT.
You got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovyx.
Orgovyx Relugolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovyx is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovyx may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovyx can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovyx treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovyx may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovyx. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Kevin Whitcher with you in our studio. We are through 3. We make the turn for home.
Milwaukee has come close to taking the lead, but hasn't. Here's Giannis all the way down the lane and drops it through, and the deficit is 1. Lopez has it for 3 in the lead, short. Giannis tips it as the offensive board. Outside the paint, finds Holiday on the left. He'll try the 3, and he'll make it, and Milwaukee's come all the way back to take the lead.
A 38-23 advantage in the third quarter for the Milwaukee Bucks. They make the turn for home, leading by 7 back to Crypto.com Arena alongside 8-time NBA All-Star Vince Carter. Here's Mark Kestecher.
All right, Kev, and the difference, Vince shooting. They shot, 40% in the first half, 15 of 28 in the third, and the big 3, Giannis, Holiday, Middleton at 33 of those 38 points.
Yes, and I'm looking at turnovers-wise now. The Lakers are in double digits with 11 turnovers, 5 of them from Anthony Davis. And the Bucks have stepped their defense up. They're just tightening the screws on an undermanned Laker basketball team, and you're seeing the difference in the second half.
Yeah, we got Cole Swider, the two-way contract player, rookie for the Lakers on the floor, gets it to AD, who takes it right at Giannis, missed the shot, contested layup, grabbed by AD, who goes to the rim and scores.
Great hustle.
Yeah, I was going to say, they need AD to score. He had 8 in the first, he's had 8 in the middle 2 quarters. And now that basket gives them 18 points, double-double tonight. But they need much more of it. They're down 5. Giannis at the top to Connaughton on the three-point line. Looks to loop it to the Greek Freak. Got it to him. Swider gets his hand in. The rookie tried to rip it away, and it's a tied possession. They'll jump it up at the free throw line to our right. Kind of all hands on deck tonight with all the Lakers that are gone. Cole Swider, 6'9" rookie. Played his college ball at Villanova and at Syracuse. He's got a smirk on his face. I get to jump the ball against Giannis.
He didn't want to jump, and AD's like, yeah, go ahead. He's like, me? Yeah, you, buddy.
Here we go, waiting for the ball to be free. He's got such a huge advantage. That hand's in the air. It's about 9 feet.
I'm rooting for him.
Ball away and easily won by Giannis. Yep. Pass to Javon Carter is out of the wing. Little stutter step gives to Connaughton. A long 3. Good from on high. 5 feet beyond the stripe to put Milwaukee up 8.
We saw the Bucks not making shots, and we were talking off air. Take some 2s, and now they're starting to see those 3s go in.
Here's Walker, got bumped. Little Euro continuation and in. A chance at a 3-point play. Lonnie Walker, even though the shooting percentage, Vince, is 4 of 11, he's in double figures now with 10 points. Lakers a chance to get within 5. 91-85. We're early in the fourth quarter.
And we saw earlier the Lakers picking on Mamu, putting him in pick and rolls, making him guard, trying to get back in this game, and we just saw it there with Lonnie Walker.
Free throw good. Walker completes a 3-point play. 91-86 Bucks. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Pat Connaughton, right wing, finds Giannis cutting from the left into the lane, into the body of Gabriel, floats it off the glass and in. Giannis using the backboard.
We call that great defense, better offense.
29 for the Greek Freak, who averages north of 40 the last 3 against the Lakers. 90 seconds in, trying to answer, high off the window and in for Lonnie Walker. Circling the lane and using all kinds of angles to score tonight. He's got 13 points, 93-88, Lakers staying close. Giannis at the top, Connaughton sets the screen, fighting through it, Schroeder, pass to Carter, corner 3, around and out, rebound contested, Mamu an offensive board. They'll give it to Giannis on the right, 10 to shoot. He wants Mamu to clear out along the baseline. Giannis covered by AD, great pass inside to Connaughton, missed the layup. Lakers wall it off underneath. Grayson Allen tried to save, but saved it to the Lakers, who have numbers. 5-on-4. Schroeder dribbling out on the right. Underneath to AD, doubled muscles, puts it up. Can't get it to fall, but he draws the foul and gets to the line.
Great job of taking advantage of the 5-on-4, trying to get AD in touch. Giannis is in front of you. Great pass by Schroeder. Anthony Davis, two free throws.
He's hit his first 2 tonight, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Big, deep breath for AD. Free throw up is short, no good.
AD needs a big fourth quarter for his team to propel them. They're right in striking distance. They're close. It's not a blowout. They're close. So
need him tonight without LeBron James. Russell Westbrook sent off in a trade to Utah, and AD splits the pair.
And these are games for AD. You know, we always say, yes, he's top 5. He has that talent, has that ability. These are games he can prove that to people.
Milwaukee's lead down to 4. Giannis has it on the left against the rookie Swider. Gives it up to Allen. They work it around to the right side. Carter into the corner. Mamu. Ball fake and a drive. Mamu goes up strong, but it falls off the rim and a late whistle. Darvin Ham can't believe it. It's one of those, maybe there's body, but you won't hear that whistle until the ball falls off the rim and the boos raining down here at Crypto.com. I think it's a good call. Gabriel was moving and might have caught him.
Half as well, looks like.
Maybe that right arm.
And the hip.
Well, I guess ball don't lie.
Shout out to Rasheed Wallace. He's somewhere.
As Mamu misses the first. One more coming. Second one good for Sandro Mamuskalishvili. From here on forward.
That's pretty good. That was pretty
Once
good.
a half.
That was good.
94-89 Milwaukee. 9:20 to go. Schroeder for the Lakers on the right against Carter. Accelerates into the lane. Had nowhere to go. Went up in the air, but got fouled. A push on Javon Carter. His third personal. And that is going to be the third team foul against Milwaukee, as Mamu will check out of the ball game. Wesley Matthews comes back in. And Milwaukee gets a little smaller. Cole Swider, the rookie, to inbound. Right side into Gabriel. One dribble, hands it off to Schroeder. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finds a cutting Walker at the top. Rises, fires, and connects. Lakers back within 3. 94-91 Milwaukee. Giannis lopes into the front court. Pass to Connaughton, left side, Carter. Fakes into the corner. They get it to Giannis, free throw line. Puts it on the deck. Spins, fouled. Nearly poking it away was Schroeder. There were 2 defenders. I think they got Schroeder from the backside. 8:53 to go here in the fourth.
And Schroeder did what he's supposed to do. When a player is dribbling away from you, turns his back, you attack the ball. He did that. I thought he got all ball on that one, but the referee saw different.
Fourth on Schroeder. Might have got a piece of the wrist of Giannis. Fourth foul on Schroeder. Second team foul. Inbound, Allen's got it. Grayson Allen, left wing. Bucks lead is 3. They work it around to Matthews. He'll rise for 3. Missed it. High rebound. Davis has it. Here comes L.A. Schroeder, front court, left side. Cuts to the top, dribbles into the lane. Stripped of the ball by Carter. Matthews had it on the ground, and Anthony Davis went down. He looks to be okay. He committed the foul, I believe. He was down on the ground right by Javon Carter. It is on Davis, his 5th. But anytime he spills, Vince, you always hold your breath for a second.
I think everyone sees when he has a grimace on his face, you're just like, oh no, not again. It looks like he stepped on.
Did reach for his right thigh as he was falling down.
Kind of hyperextended a little bit.
He got the backside of Wesley Matthews into the right thigh of Anthony Davis. But he appears unscathed as he heads to the bench because of 5 fouls with 8.5 minutes to go in the ballgame.
That's unfortunate. You probably have to bring him in under 6 minutes, maybe under 4 minutes, and hopefully you're close enough where he can make a push and get his team a win.
Holiday dribbles, pass to the left, wide open 3. Matthews missed it short. Rebound controlled by the Lakers. Where's the offense going to come from for LA? Lonnie Walker's been that author so far. Here's Walker. Pass to the top. Schroeder checks his feet, shoots the 3, and buries it. We're tied at 94.
Great pass by Lonnie Walker. Get into the teeth of the defense, making the right play to an open shooter.
Schroeder, the shooter, with 22. An 11-3 lead for the Lakers. Allen answers with a 3 from the left. Milwaukee back in front.
And there, Lonnie Walker got caught sleeping not looking at guarding his area, leaving a wide open shooter.
Schroeder's open again. He'll try the three. He'll miss that one short. Matthews rebounds it off the rim.
I was going to say we're having a three-point contest early. Great pass.
Great pass, Giannis. No look down low to Wes Matthews for the bucket. 5 in a row for Milwaukee, 99-94 lead, 7:25 left.
I'd like to see the Lakers get Rui involved right now. He's the guy that you can play through.
Well, they're trying to get it to Rui, and Schroeder does. Outside the mid-post left. Against Holiday, takes him off the dribble, muscles him underneath, puts it up, got the whistle. Couldn't get enough mustard on the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2 with 7:11 left on the clock.
Great job by the young fella. And he got the foul because of the double pump. As Drew Holiday plays great defense, he gets him up in the air. He kind of double pumps, allows Holiday to make the contact, and then he gets the foul.
Foul number 1 on Drew Holiday. Rui Hachimura, 1 of 2 at the line, and the first is good. Playing his 8th game with the Lakers, probably small sample size. He's a 70% free throw shooter, but just 14 of 25 early on here in Los Angeles, purple and gold. The Lakers down 4. Another free throw to come for Mr. Hachimura from Japan, and he misses the second one, and Giannis with just one long right arm grabs the rebound. Coming up on 7 minutes to play, the undermanned Lakers against Milwaukee. Pass inside for Giannis, tipped away. They get it back to the freak, who scores and is fouled. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing the muscle down low and a chance for 3. He is a tough cover, yes, especially without Anthony Davis in the lineup right now. And Giannis will have a chance for an old school three-point play when we come back. Milwaukee 101, Lakers 95. Timeout Los Angeles, 6:58 to play. And you're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Indy.
New Orleans Pelicans star CJ McCollum.
What I don't like is when a ref misses a call, they look at me like I'm crazy. I say, hey, check that at halftime. And they don't have the accountability of, yeah, I missed that one. That's on me. What I love to see is, I think that was a foul, CJ? I'll check it out. Check it out, and they come back and say it. Or they come back and say, hey, I watched it. I don't think that was a foul. Here's why. That's a positive dialogue. I love to have that type of dialogue because that means you care about your job.
The CJ McCollum Show. Listen wherever you get your podcast. Out here, a patch of dirt becomes a proving ground. A place where legends like Pat and Dale turn hard-scrabble lives into hard-earned glory. Because when you grow up fearless, fighting for what's right, fighting for equality, and the right to wear the crown, well, that just comes with the territory. Southern Hoops, a history of SEC basketball. Part 3, Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern on SEC Network, presented by Pfizer-BioNTech.
I'm Pablo Torre, host of the podcast ESPN Daily. Every weekday morning, I will bring you the best sports story you'll hear all day. Today on ESPN Daily, Chris Long, former Super Bowl champion with the Eagles, takes us inside the trenches in Philly, where the Super Bowl is about to be decided. So follow us and listen wherever you get good podcasts.
Exclusively on ESPN Plus, UFC 284, Saturday, February 11th.
2 reigning UFC champions collide in a true super fight.
Lightweight champion Islam Makhachev puts his title on the line against featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. Plus an interim featherweight championship fight between Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett.
This is MMA at the highest level.
UFC 284, Saturday, February 11th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Kevin Utcher with you inside our studios. Big third quarter allowed the Bucks to reclaim the lead. For Darvin Ham, his team's playing shorthanded tonight, but reinforcements are on the way with the trades that were made today by Rob Pelinka.
Again, we saw the opportunity to not only enhance our roster in the short term, but in the long term as well, because we got some good young pieces, some former lottery picks, some guys who are still young, just now going into their prime. I feel like we got younger and we got some guys that are highly skilled, with high IQs, and some guys that fill a lot of holes that we felt like.
Among those, D'Angelo Russell, from the Minnesota Timberwolves. They also get Jared Vanderbilt. By the way, Chesty and Vince, I think Cole Swider, who played tonight, played on a G League game this afternoon. Back to you guys.
Did he really?
Oh, he's logging in double duty.
Quick recall. Hey, all hands on deck tonight once they made all those trades. I made sure to throw Cole Swider on my board. I said, they're going to need some bodies tonight.
Right.
The body they're trying to slow is at the free throw line. Giannis Antetokounmpo with his 28th 30-point game of the season. 7-time All-Star. He'll be captaining, see if he can beat Team LeBron for the first time. All-Star weekend is next weekend in Salt Lake City. We'll have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights for you here on ESPN Radio. Giannis at the line, free throw good, 3-point play, 102-95 Milwaukee. Bucks looking for a 9-game win streak. Would match their season opener. They opened the season 9-0. Under 7 minutes to go, Lakers look for the comeback. Schroeder dribbling on the right, passes to Gabriel, right back to Schroeder. Now inside the arc, dribbles baseline, sends it over to Wendy Gabriel. His push shot is short. Giannis snags the board. Giannis with 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and those 32 points. In the Periwinkle sneakers, takes it deep, missed the layup. Wesley Matthews got hit, no foul. Here's Rui Hachimura, 1-on-3 down the lane, couldn't finish. Numbers, Giannis cherry picking, takes the long pass, one power dribble and a slam. 34 points for the Greek Freak in Los Angeles. 104-95. Milwaukee with a 9-point lead, matching its largest. Here's Reeves dribbling on the right post. They need offense with 6 minutes to go. Reeves jumper, no, rebounded by Grayson Allen. Milwaukee has completely changed it here in the second half. Here's Middleton pulling from 3. It's a miss. Tony Brown, the rebound.
If you're the Lakers, you want to play fast. You want to get up and down the court, trying to get as many easy shots as possible, if not to the free throw line.
As Schroeder gets into the paint, got hit, hung, threw it at the basket, and scored. And a chance for 3 for Schroeder has certainly lived up to his end of the billing. 24 points, 10 assists. Chance for a 3-point play here as Coach Bud will send Brooke Lopez in. They'll go a little larger size with 5:45 to go. Grayson Allen heads out.
And I know Coach Darvin Ham needs to get Anthony Davis back in, but I don't like this up for the Lakers when bringing the Twin Towers in, if you would, because both of these guys, when they're aggressive, they draw fouls on anyone.
Schroeder completes the 3-point play. Lakers within 6. Anthony Davis on the floor with 5 personal fouls in the defensive stance under the basket. Now out to the post as Holiday sends it over to Middleton on the left. He'll drive into Gabriel, floats it up and in. Chris Middleton makes it a 106-98 lead. He's got 19 points.
And with the lefty floater in traffic at that.
Middleton still coming off the bench as he comes back from injury. Troy Brown 3 off the ribbon, backboard and in. Triple for Troy Brown Jr.
Mr. Tony Brown is living right.
We're not done yet. Long way to go in a 5-point game. 106-101 Milwaukee. Giannis thought about the 3. Schroeder gives him space. Now dribbles inside the arc, head of the key. Pass to Middleton on the right. Down to the baseline in the short corner. Drew Holiday, 6 to shoot. On top, Matthews drives, bumps, shot, short. AD rebounds for LA. They'll outlet to Schroeder. Front court left side, 4:45 to go. Scoops the pass over to Austin Reeves. Reeves, 2-man game with AD. Drive, tried to pass back, but got whistled and fouled by Milwaukee on the pass out with 4:39 to go. That could be a warning against maybe a delay of game as Milwaukee was a little bit frustrated. Somebody chucked the ball down the other end.
Drew Holiday, yeah, he almost made it at that. But one thing, Austin Reeves was very fortunate. He got caught in the air in the double team with Giannis being one of those guys. And he was fortunate enough he got a foul. But he has to stay on the ground or shoot the ball. Stan Van Gundy always told us, he's one of my favorite, 2 things. He said, if you're going to do a jump pass or you get caught in the air, I'd rather you fill the ball in the stands so we can at least set our defense.
No live ball turnovers.
Yeah, he always believed in that. I thought it was the weirdest thing. I just figured if I get caught in the air, throw it at the rim, at least get a shot up.
First free throw is no good by Austin Reeves. And they'll call a timeout before the second one. So a timeout called by the Bucks. Lakers down 5, Milwaukee 106, Lakers 101, 4:39 to go. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indy.
Post. With the same alert hope the invent about Navage. Like, unquote, she CVS, Walgreens,
Down at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question.
Clean nose, healthy.
Said LeBron James, excuse me, no. Kevin Witcher with you inside our studios. I want to thank all of you who logged on to our Twitter account at NBA on ESPN Radio to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. 53% of you said LeBron James, excuse me, no. 53% of you said Giannis Antetokounmpo would be the player to get in the zone tonight. Good choice. Giannis is 34. LeBron not playing tonight. Anthony Davis, after coming out of the gate fast with 8, he's only got 19 for the game. Marquez Fisher and Vince Carter. Back to you guys in Los Angeles.
All right, Kevin, we were looking for LeBron for most of the game, but he's at the end of the bench now in that fine double-breasted suit down there. He was honored before the game, hopefully offering some support for his very undermanned team, and Anthony Davis playing with 5 fouls, but a big second half for the Bucks, who scored 38 in the third quarter, turned an 11-point deficit to a 9-point lead. The Lakers trying to get it to a 4-point game, and Reeves does.
They're in the fight. They're right there. And, when your team and you're down the last 5 minutes, you want to keep it close just to give yourself a chance to win.
Austin Reeves with those free throws. 106-102 Milwaukee. They pass it to Giannis. Spins in the lane, fades. Shot rolls off, tapped out. Milwaukee's got it. Holiday with a fresh 14. Over to Chris Middleton beyond the arc. Checked by Reeves. Middleton will loop it to Giannis. Outside the mid-post left. Against Gabriel. Takes it underneath and reverses it home. 36 for Giannis.
Giannis understanding that Anthony Davis has 5 fouls. Yes, he was there stepping over, but he knew he was not going to foul. Break Euro step to the reverse layup.
108-102 Milwaukee. 4 minutes to go in the ballgame. Lonnie Walker the fourth from the right. Drives to the free throw line. Darts beyond the stripe. 5 to shoot. Dribbles and finds AD's. Got to shoot. Contested 20-footer. No. Rebounded by Giannis. His 9th. Giannis working with 36 points. Had 40 in the first meeting. A loss at home to the Lakers. Going to back down Gabriel. Into the lane. Turns and lays it in. Way too easy for the Greek freak, who puts him up 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, the young fella, Gabriel's not strong enough and experienced enough to guard Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis 2 points away from doing something only Wilt Chamberlain has done. Score 40 in 4 straight against the Lakers. AD rejected by Lopez. Brook Lopez, number 2 in the league in blocks. 8-point lead Milwaukee. Drew Holiday lost the handle but found Middleton in the corner. Now to Giannis with a chance for 40. Turns, spins, fades, fires, misses. Rebounded by Brown. Lakers down 8, coming from right to left. 2:55 to play. Lonnie Walker using the AD screen. Floats it up, around, no good. AD can't get it. Contested. Giannis does. Bumps into AD, no whistle. Giannis gives it up to Drew Holiday, who takes his time with 2:40 left. Drew Holiday cutting across the midcourt Lakers logo. High screen from Lopez. Holiday darts inside the arc, comes back. Now goes to his left. Puts it up. Passes to Matthews. On top, Giannis. Sends it back to Matthews for 3. Off shot, tipped out, and Milwaukee's going to keep it. Here's Chris Middleton floating it up. Early clock. And misses. Rebounded by AD. 2:15 to go. And now the Lakers will call a timeout. Darvin Ham will try to get them assembled here.
I like it.
Down 8.
I think it's a good call. If they were going to continue to play, I would say get back to your pick and roll, which has given you some success. You were able to get shots, have options.
110-102. Milwaukee leading the Lakers. 2:13 to go. Reminder, start your day with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by Greeny with Mike Greenberg until noon on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Mark Kestisher, an 8-time All-Star, 25,000-point scorer, Vince Carter. Pleased to have him the last couple of games on trade deadline day. And so many guys, I mean, it was a wild trade deadline day. I know you were traded in season twice.
Yes.
I can't imagine how that just completely sets off your life in the middle of an NBA season.
Being traded in season is just, particularly my first time. I remember my first time, I didn't know what to do. I remember Jalen Rhodes, who was my teammate. I remember hearing about it, talking to my agent, and then going, back in the day, we used to hang out in the hallway. This is what you used to do.
Right.
And I remember saying, Taylor, what do I do? How does this work? Like, how do I get to New Jersey? It's like, typically, you talk to the team and they fly you out. Fortunate enough for me, I actually flew back with the Toronto Raptors.
Did you really? Oh, that worked out nicely.
Yeah, they came back. I was in the hotel. They came back around after the game, and a bus picks me up. It was kind of awkward. I'm sitting outside of the Sheraton Hotel in Indiana, and here comes the bus with everybody on it. It was pretty awkward.
That's wild. Lakers down 8. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. Schroeder's got it on the left. 10 to shoot. Backs up beyond the arc. Fires the triple. Missed it. Long rebound. Tip down. Lakers keep. Austin Reeves from the right against Middleton. Gets deep. Got contact. Shot up. Not good. And the Bucks are circling with the finger. Brook Lopez wants them to challenge it. Mike Budenholzer looking over his assistants. But I don't know if they're going to challenge it out. They are. Yep. They're going to take the timeout and challenge the foul called against Chris Middleton.
I guess they feel that they're up 8. They don't get it. They feel like they're okay. But hey, I like the call.
So they will challenge the foul on the floor called against Chris Middleton. Lakers down 8, 110-102 with 1:57 to go. Yeah, I forgot you went from the Raptors to the Nets in that trade. So complicating matters is the border and passports. Were you in America when the trade happened?
So I ended up with the trade. Yes, I was in Indiana.
Okay, that's right.
And then we flew back to Toronto with the team.
Yep.
You know who they were playing next? The Nets.
That's perfect.
And I didn't play that game because I was injured. They had an Achilles injury. And then the next time around, like a couple of weeks later, they ended up playing it again, and I played that first game, and I had a pretty good night.
The only better trade, it happens every once in a while in basketball, but at baseball trade deadline, because you're in the middle of like a 3-4 game series, and it's like, the Pirates and the Cardinals, and you go from the Pittsburgh clubhouse to the St. Louis clubhouse. That's got to be odd. That's got to be odd. You're in your city, and you're going to go stay at the other hotel.
The ruling on the floor has been overturned from a defensive foul against Chris Middleton to an offensive foul against Austin Reeves for leading with his left elbow into the face of the defender. The challenge by Milwaukee is successful. They will maintain their timeout. It'll be Milwaukee ball side out.
That's a big change of events with 1:57 to go, and I think every member of the Bucks on the floor were looking and circling their fingers, but Brook Lopez, he saw it, and that's a big change from a defensive foul to an offensive foul, and a turnover to Milwaukee in possession up 8. Grayson Allen will get it in the backcourt to Drew Holiday. Milwaukee 110, Lakers 102. Bucks trying to run the win streak to 9 in a row. Giannis has it off the curl, gets it to Middleton, drives and kicks. Lopez on the wing. Back inside Middleton, offensive foul.
Man. Late whistle, but I guess if you're going to be having late whistle, you might as well get it right.
And now Chris Middleton will have his second foul. Bud can't believe it. He just had both hands on his head and took them down in disgust.
I guess Austin Reeves feels like he got some justice because he's the one that took the charge.
Here's Schroeder front court. Lakers with 95 seconds to go, down 8. Schroeder driving against Holiday, passing to AD in traffic, and a whistle and a Milwaukee foul with 1:31 to go. That'll have Anthony Davis at the free throw line. Brook Lopez picks up his third. Anthony Davis, 19 points, 16 rebounds, but he's only got 11 points since the first quarter. Been playing with foul trouble. Bends the knees, shot up, rim backboard, and in for the first of 2.
What I think is what's interesting to me is Rui Hachimura is not in the game. They're playing the young fella Gabriel instead.
Wenyen Gabriel, who was kind of the third string forward with Thomas Bryant playing well, but Bryant was shipped off to Denver earlier today as AD hits a couple of clutch free throws. Lakers down 2 possessions, 6-point game. Minute 30 on the clock.
Need to stop here.
Giannis up ahead. They've got Grayson Allen, who sends it back to Giannis with 38 points tonight. Giannis looping it to Lopez, back to the Freak. He's at the three-point line. He'll trigger. He'll miss it. Tipped up by Lopez. No, out of bounds. Touched last by AD. Do the Lakers want to use a challenge?
Good call.
And I think that's exactly what Darvin Ham saw. So it'll be a baseline trigger for the Bucks. They go to Holiday up to the free throw line. Back to Middleton. 1:09 to go in the game. Shot clock at 9. Middleton off the bounce against Schroeder. Gathers, whistle, and one. Chris Middleton, the drive and score. And a big backbreaker, perhaps, against the Lakers with 1:04 to go. Schroeder commits the foul, his 5th. And Chris Middleton, it'll be interesting to see when Mike Budenholzer shifts him back to the starting lineup. He's got 21 off the bench. Missed 18 games. He completes the three-point play after he missed the first 20 of the season, coming back from the wrist surgery.
Well, the beautiful thing about the Milwaukee Bucks is they're playing so well, so they don't have, it's not a rush to put him back in the lineup because they're playing well. He can get his rhythm, not feel rushed or feel like he has to get back to save the day.
Anthony Davis scores, and the Lakers within 7, 48 seconds to go. Bucks have it. Giannis out on the left against AD. Now Troy Brown coming over to double cover. Great find, Giannis to Drew Holiday, who scoops it up and in.
Great pass, great patience by Giannis, allowing his guys to cut to the basket for layups.
I mean, Giannis was just about falling out of bounds on that tough pass. Thread the needle as Reeves misses from 3. And that should all but do it here in L.A. Milwaukee 115, Lakers 106, 20 seconds to go. Difference on the shot clock is 3. Giannis is 2 points shy of 40, but I don't think he's going to shoot it here as they look to split the season series. Final 2 seconds of the shot clock will expire. Giannis went to shake Schroeder's hand and then kind of pulled his hand away at the last minute. And the shot clock expires. 3 seconds to go. Lakers will inbound, and they're going to fall to 6 games under 500. To 25-31, despite all the trades they made today. The shorthanded Lakers gave it a good half, had an 11-point lead, but the big 3 of the Bucks came to life in the second half, led by Giannis' 38 points, Chris Middleton 22 off the bench, and Drew Holiday had 18, 7, and 7. Final score, Milwaukee 115 and the Lakers 106. Impressive second half for the Bucks, who've now won 9 in a row, Vince.
Yes, they showed why they are a championship team, why they're on an 8-game winning streak, why they should be talked about as one of the best in the East and has a legitimate chance.
Well, the Bucks now go to 38-17 on the season. And with Denver's loss tonight, Milwaukee now has the second best overall record in the NBA. They are 1 game behind the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference standings right now. We will hear from Drew Holiday coming up in just a bit. He's still slapping high fives with his teammates down there. Now he's getting corralled, and they'll put a headset on him. Giannis goes for 38, 10, and 6. Chris Middleton with 22 points. And Drew Holiday.
Minutes at that.
Yeah, that was a big second half for him as well. As Drew comes up with 18, 7, and 7 in the Milwaukee victory. It's like Drew's about to slap the headsets on. Drew, it's up. Mark Kestisher and Vince Carter. How you doing? Welcome back to Los Angeles, hometown. Big second half. What changed for you guys?
I think just being aggressive in the second half, offensively and defensively, being able to get offensive rebounds. And it was really just from the start of that second half, just trying to apply pressure.
Drew, this VC here, I've watched you guys play all year. I tell us, what is the goal right now? You guys seem focused on one goal, and what is that goal?
I think it's to win games. I think it's to be consistent and get better. I feel like teams like this, we got the Clippers tomorrow, good teams where we it's going to be a challenge. We have to be consistent and play those games, and then the games that we're supposed to win, we got to take care of business.
Drew, good to see Chris Middleton back out there, and he dropped another 22. I was asking some folks around your organization, where he was close to 100. They said offensively he's there, defensively he's close. What are you seeing?
I think offensively, K-Mid is K-Mid. If he stepped on the court with one arm and 2 toes gone, he's still going to give you a bucket. He makes it look so easy, how he fades, how he gets to his spots. Defensively, I think it's just going to take time. Again, going against guys, going against teams, keep on getting reps. He'll be fine.
And last question for me, the adjustment. You guys made a second-half adjustment. Looks like you guys came out with an effort of stepping up defensively first and foremost, and then obviously offensively you guys started to hit shots. Bud, what did Bud say to you guys at halftime to kind of turn the switch?
He said to compete. He kind of challenged our character. He challenged our ability to compete, and we came out and did that.
Quick turnaround. You got the Clippers here tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, Drew.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. All right, legend.
There you go. Drew Holiday, who grew up here in the Los Angeles area, played his high school ball in Studio City, of course, had the 1 year at UCLA, and has put together a terrific career, Olympics, NBA championship with Milwaukee a couple of years ago, and I didn't mention it to him now. We'll see him next week in Salt Lake City. Right. I think he's the first guy to have a 10-year gap between All-Stars. He's only had 2. Wow. And so he's going back to the All-Star game, and deservedly so. He's the guy you don't often talk about when you talk about the Milwaukee Bucks.
Absolutely, and he's had a great year. Obviously, he gets it done defensively, but offensively, he's been playing lights out for this team. And I tell you what, man, we talk about everyone else, and the Bucks are consistent all year long. I mean, obviously, the Celtics deserve everything you talk about, but so does this Milwaukee Bucks.
And we talk an awful lot about the Lakers, who are 13th in the West.
Yes.
And they made all the trades. And I know they didn't have LeBron tonight. We'll see what the new pieces come together. And we keep talking about, hey, 1 good week, 2 good weeks, maybe they can make a run. But we're now 6 games under 500.
And you're saying the same thing. You just don't want it to be too late. Like, you get these pieces to try to make a run. And then, and you're just dropping games. Now, this is a tough team, but I know they're looking back like the New Orleans game we gave away. Oklahoma City was very capable of winning, but then, as they tend to lose, other people above them are still winning.
Vince, I hope you had fun.
I had a great time
joining us on the radio. Come back anytime.
Absolutely.
I love it. Vince Carter did 6 hours on television earlier today on the trade deadline special. Was with us for history on Tuesday, here for LeBron James, and here with us tonight as the Bucks make it 9 consecutive wins. Final score over the Lakers, 115-106. So we've got a couple of games coming up this weekend. We'll follow the Lakers up to San Francisco against the Warriors Saturday night, 8 Eastern time. And then on Sunday afternoon, Super Sunday game for you, the Celtics and Grizzlies from Boston at 1:30 Eastern time. Now for Vince Carter, our producer, John Medani, our engineer, Matt Roy, I'm Mark Kestisher. That'll do it from L.A. as we send it to Kevin Winter in the studio with the postgame show.
Gentlemen, a great job, Vince. It was a pleasure to have you aboard. Look forward to doing it again. The Lakers fall to the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee has now won 9 consecutive games as the Bucks put up 65 points in the second half and blow this game out of the water. The NBA on ESPN Radio has been presented by Indeed. Looking for quality candidates this new year? Look no further than Indeed. Their new video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Up next to the postgame show, we'll give you the highlights of how Milwaukee was able to dismantle the Los Angeles Lakers, who fought gallantly in the opening half. And then the shorthanded Lakers, they just ran out of gas, and Milwaukee remembered who they were. Bucks pick up their 9th consecutive win. They inch closer and closer to Boston for the best record in the Eastern Conference. 115-106 is your final. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
You could save big when you bundle your home, auto, and other vehicles with Progressive. Now that we've covered something you could do, it's time for sports stuff you definitely could not do.
You could not have hit that field goal. Sorry, but it's true. 37 yards doesn't sound very far, but you'd be lucky to cover even a fraction of that. And that's in perfect conditions without 11 giant men trying to fold you like origami.
But you definitely could save big when you bundle your home, auto, and other vehicles with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, And it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit betterhelp.com/score to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/score.
Dell Technologies President's Day event is here with deals to power all your passions. The savings start now on select sleek XPS laptops and more powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget, special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Just call 877-ASK-DELL for these limited time President's Day deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
You're going to feel a puff of air.
John's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey, Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Kevin Winter with you inside our studios. A little more than 5 hours from now, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max will be on your radio. Start your day with them. No offense, guys. They may be sleeping. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max tomorrow morning, this morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, followed by Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Inching closer and closer to Super Bowl 57. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP award. Rondé Barber, Joe Thomas, Darrelle Revis, Zach Thomas, DeMarcus Ware, and Don Coryell, Eric Coryell, the former coach of the Chargers. Those are your current new inductees in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. From the senior committee, Chuck Howley, Joe Klecko of the New York Jets, and Ken Riley. They are also headed to Canton, Ohio this summer, a 9-member class for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Also, news out of the college ranks. Texas and Oklahoma are going to join the SEC on January 1st, 2024. 1 year earlier, that news was confirmed today. All right, let's get to tonight's game flow brought to you by Progressive Insurance. For a job you love, visit progressive.com/careers. Lakers are shorthanded. No LeBron, no Russ, no Patrick Beverly. LeBron still plays for the team. Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook don't. They got traded today. The new reinforcements aren't there yet. So only 9 active players, including one G Leaguer who played this afternoon in a G League game. Got to come out hot.
Schroeder from the left behind the AD screen. Jump pass to Davis. Free throw line jumper's good, and AD's got all 8 for the Lakers. 7 on the shot clock. They isolate the middle. Reeves off the bounce. By Giannis and lays it in.
Mr. Reeves said, Mr. Greek Freak Giannis, I'm with the Kupo, come dance with me. Great left to right crossover to an easy layup.
Oh, he's got to put that on his highlight reel. Austin Reeves has 10, and they're buzzing.
Austin Reeves made Giannis lose his jockstrap. But he just shook him right out of it. Incredible. Austin Reeves had 18 in the first half. The Lakers led by 8 at the half, 58-50. However, let's go to the third quarter.
Giannis for 3. Oh. Good from the top. A catch-and-shoot triple, and he holds the pose, the little gooseneck. Milwaukee has come close to taking the lead, but hasn't. Here's Giannis all the way down the lane and drops it through, and the deficit is 1. Lopez has it for 3 in the lead, short. Giannis tips it as the offensive board. Outside the paint, finds Holiday on the left. He'll try the 3, and he'll make it, and Milwaukee's come all the way back to take the lead. Troy Brown Jr. stops out of the arc, gives it up, gets it back, drives on Lopez, blocked by Lopez. Number 2 in the NBA in blocks per game.
I mean, his timing is impeccable and just understanding.
And on the other end, Chris Middleton drains a triple. Holiday tip of the circle jumper, good, and Milwaukee red hot in this first half. Once down 11, they're now up 9, a 20-point turnaround. And on the other end, way back to take the lead. Troy Brown Jr. stops out of the arc, gives it up, gets it back, drives on Lopez, blocked by Lopez. Number 2 in the NBA in blocks per game.
I mean, his timing
is impeccable and just understanding. And on the other end, Chris Middleton drains a triple. Holiday tip of the circle jumper, good. And Milwaukee red hot in this third quarter after struggling in the first half. Once down 11, they're now up 9. A 20-point turnaround here in Los Angeles. 14 of Holiday's 16 coming in the quarter.
A 21-8 run at one point, a 38-point third quarter for Milwaukee. The Bucks had only 50 at the half. They almost equaled that in the third quarter. Bucks running away and hiding, but don't count the Lakers out yet.
Here's Walker, pass to the top shooter, checks his feet, shoots the three, and buries it. We're tied at 94.
Great pass by Lonnie Walker, getting to the teeth of the defense, making the right play to an open shooter.
Schroeder, the shooter, with 22.
Cassidy, look at you, Cassidy. Look at you. We're tied at 94. And then the gas tank went empty again for the Lakers.
Middleton will loop it to Giannis. Outside the mid-post left. Against Gabriel. Takes it underneath and reverses it home. 36 for Giannis.
36 for Giannis. He's not done.
Giannis working with 36 points. Had 40 in the first meeting. A loss at home to the Lakers. Going to back down Gabriel. Into the lane. Turns and lays it in. Way too easy for the Greek freak who puts him up 8.
Giannis finishes with 38. And here's your clincher. Good night, everybody.
Shot clock at 9. Middleton off the bounce against Schroeder. Gathers. Whistle and one. Chris Middleton the drive and score. And a big backbreaker perhaps against the Lakers with 1:04 to go.
Getting it done. Play it again. Brought to you by Grainger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger is always here to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Bucks win their 9th consecutive game, 115-106. Giannis, 38 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Chris Middleton off the bench with 22. Drew Holiday, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Bucks get it done. Lakers fall 6 games under 500. It is a bad time, a very bad time to start falling backwards in a very tight and congested NBA's Western Conference. Bucks get their 9th consecutive win, 115-106. Coming up next on the NBA Tonight postgame show, a look back at the trade deadline. Some of the biggest stories that happened as the trade deadline expired at 3 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. With live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen.
Steph Curry drills the three.
Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. It's all access, all the time. All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
Football season is winding down. Basketball and hockey are heating up, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
Wendy's 2 for $6 lets you mix and match some of our best items, like Dave Single with a 10-piece crispy nugs, medium strawberry lemonade with a spicy chicken sandwich, spicy chicken with a Dave Single with a strawberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, if you're into that. Chicken Sam, crispy nugs, strawberry lemonade, Dave's, nugs, Sam. Whew. Pick what you want at a price you want. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $6. For a limited time, price participation may vary at U.S. Wendy's. On the card only. Single item at regular price.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Battery trouble? You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.